He's done this before. Rocks up for 3 times is one now we've done that, and like reverse through a and then runs away at the front.
Okay, just for shits.
Hello, boys.
Oh, there you
Hello.
are.
How you doing?
Yeah, good, man. Good. It's freaking hot.
Like,
I don't know how you doing up that side.
we're okay, but tomorrow they're tuning us 26 here, so
Yeah,
looking
This is
forward.
yeah,
so like a mild day.
Mild day. Oh. Did you have public holiday today?
Who, me?
Yes.
No, not that I know of.
Ah, okay. Oh, we had one.
Oh, nice.
Ascension Day.
Ascension Day.
I think it's a Christian something holiday.
I thought it was when the Dutch discovered weed and got high.
That's every day.
Yeah, it's a normal Thursday evening.
South Africa is nothing different there because it's completely legal here. So, I mean, fuck it, just literally in a kilometer from our house, say 2 kilometers, there's 2 or 3 like CBD, wellness, and weed shops where you can buy your gummies and your brownies and
Oh yeah. Those are popular shops now.
Yeah, no, they're all over.
Yeah.
CBD infused coffee. Never understood that. Let's give you caffeine and give you something to relax with it. Okay.
Yeah. But if I remember this track now.
Changed my braking a bit, so I'm going to have to adjust and get used to it.
Yeah, it's the braking where you need to be on point, yeah. More than anything.
And learn where you can push it in the chicanes and where you can't.
Yeah, the sports ratio sounds super long.
Yeah, they've changed the ratio a bit, but it actually, I remember testing it previously where it's weird. It's almost like it finds a better power band in the Porsche and you actually go slightly quicker, like 1 or 2 kilometers per hour faster. Nothing serious, but
Okay.
But it's the same for the Mustang. The Mustang first gear is very 6th gear is very long. So it's probably going to do well in the slip. But so basically, what they've done is they've changed it to still fixed setup, but it's the Daytona gear stack.
The leader's just done a 3:57.1.
Alright, let's go feel it out.
Pit lane speed limit is 60 kilometers per hour.
Slow down on my first flyer. Yay.
That's such a long lap this, oh my word.
Yeah. It's the worst is when you actually have to do quali and you try and line up the last chicane for a good exit and you get a fucking slowdown because then you fuck up 2 laps. You fuck up your out lap and your quali lap.
Yeah.
Disengage limiter. It takes it is
But
clear.
This is a track
Don't
where
cross the line.
because the straight is so long, the tires get a breather, so you keep on going faster as you burn fuel. So it's not like the shorter tracks where the new tires has got a big advantage. You actually have more advantage on all the straights. The track is actually, I mean, the track is hot, but the grip is actually quite good. I'm just driving back, but I can see by some of the sectors that I'm being able to do, the grip is not too bad. The Porsche is really good at the second half of the track.
Is it? Okay.
Porsche curves, funny enough. Pardon the pun.
New fastest lap for McCluskey, 3:57.
I was climbing in that Lamborghini, bro. Jeez, I haven't spoken to you since then.
Yeah, it was cool, eh? Really cool. Such a snug fit, that thing.
What
Yeah,
they
it's a shame. It was cool that he took some time and like spoke to us and told us everything.
Awesome.
Very cool. Yeah, yes, but that oak, yes, he's living the life, eh? Lambo factory driver.
Did you ever race with him locally in South Africa? Or
We did, yeah. We raced briefly in Polo Cup together for a season, but he was just joining, so he was, yeah, still struggling.
You'll need to give back the time gained.
and now he's a fucking machine.
Yes, he is, eh? No doubt about it.
So ever since Instagram, he's either racing, playing golf, or playing paddle, or on holiday.
Yeah. That's like all these oaks. A nice life they have. Every weekend they're basically somewhere else.
Yeah, look, I'm established with a family, so I would find that actually quite difficult.
Yes, for sure.
But I mean, before you have a family, it must be an insane life, eh?
Yeah, what a jewel, eh? Yeah, apparently like the BM boys, Funlanders, they're earning like between, I think 400 and 600k a year.
Dollars,
Euro.
euro, okay. No.
But then apparently they're getting nailed by tax, so they're just waiting for their passport and they're going to move to Austria. Apparently that's much cheaper for tax.
Okay.
So, quite interesting, I thought.
Not quite able to live in Monaco.
Yeah, not yet. I thought Saudi would have been a good option. You know, because there's no income tax there.
There's other, what's that Spanish, with Mallorca or something? It's like a Spanish
Yeah, Andorra.
island.
Andorra.
Andorra is between Spain and France. That's a little country. That's not an island.
Oh, okay.
It's between Spain and France, like a little... I know this because it's a big mountain biking mecca.
Oh. That's your forte.
Well, I used to be very into mountain biking.
Yeah.
Not so much at the moment, but I still ride, but
Just like normal stuff. Not kill you down a hill stuff.
well, Africa,
Sort of.
But Africa's downhill is not quite kill you that badly. There's still decent downhill and but like my local trails got some big jumps and stuff, but you get so used to it that it's not so down. You're not racing it, you're just riding it. There's a big difference between racing a track and riding a track.
100%, yeah.
Because now, like for instance, when you're just riding it, you get to a jump, you don't care about keeping it low, you care about getting the right speed to comfortably get over and safely get over. When you're racing it, you want to go as fast as possible across that jump, which means that you now have to squash it while still going. You're actually going too fast for the jump, but you have to use techniques to actually still not die, you know?
Yeah, 100%.
Scrub it and squash it. So, and if you get that wrong, yes, that is where the pain starts coming.
Did you ever break something?
No, never.
Oh, okay. Lucky.
Because, yeah, that and we had when we did racing, obviously we kitted out, and when we trained for races, we kitted out. I've had 2 cuts, but I haven't broken anything because, and it's not something that my friends ever listened to. They thought I was talking cock. But
Okay.
I always had a mentality of making sure I spend some time in the gym, so strong collarbone,
Okay.
shoulders, back. Like that is so important for when you crash.
Of course,
I've
yeah.
had friends with smaller crashes, like collarbone gone. That's
Yeah.
the biggest thing that goes is collarbones, especially in amateur guys, because you know the biggest crashes is not the biggest injuries. It's not the downhill guys. It's the
Sector 1 is
amateurs that
1.8
get a bike,
seconds
go on the
off the pace.
simple tracks,
Yes.
wash out their front wheel, land on their shoulder, and go bang, collarbone broken.
then it's like plates and screws and things.
And yeah, not just that. A lot of the time when that happens, they also end up hitting the head and getting concussed.
Oh, of course, yeah. Yes, yeah. So it's true. You got to like beef yourself up slightly.
Yeah, definitely. It makes a huge difference. Huge, like. Trying some different lines into the last chicane just to try and see if I can gain some time somewhere. That's not a bad lap.
Time ran out of fuel in the last lap here. But Stefan told me to go pit because you're not going to make it.
Didn't.
No, I'm going to do it.
Yeah. Got to add in a lot of safety factor tonight.
Yeah, because sometimes you have to do one extra lap. So if you set your auto fuel as well, if you set auto fuel to do one extra lap, that's a lot extra. It's not a little bit extra.
True, eh? I always keep it one extra lap, but yeah, yeah, it's going to be a lot.
But we're going to have to splash and dash here. Can't make it in two stop.
You reckon?
We're going to be about 20 liters short, and
Okay.
I worked out that you're probably going to lose like 2 seconds a lap fuel saving here because it's such long straights, and if you lift very early, you just like bleed so much time.
And if you just rev it a bit less?
It makes fuck all difference.
Oh, okay.
The only way is if you're in a slip train
Yes.
and you can lift and brake, so lift and brake a lot later, but you're obviously going to have to find that balance and then just get back in with the slip train. If you're the back of the slip train, I reckon you can save. But you need to save half a litre, no, more than half a litre per lap, which is not impossible. But I also worked out if you're 2 seconds a lap slower, you end up doing, that's 40 seconds. It's going to be roughly about 40 seconds. And I don't know how long a pit stop is, but only adding 20 litres of fuel is going to be a quick, it might not even be 40 seconds.
Sector 3 is
You know what I mean?
5 seconds off the pace.
Yeah. I think.
Changed my brakes and I think it's actually made me slower. I'm maybe just going to change it back. I just changed that at the first little bit of braking pressure. It gives me 5% and not 8%. So when I bleed off, it just, like when I do very little input, it gives me a little bit less, just so I don't overpower the fronts. But I actually what it is doing is, instead of that, it's making me not stop soon enough, and then when I get to the apex, I'm still braking, almost past the apex. Or next to pit entry quickly.
Sector 1 is 1.4 off the pace.
So the Mustang, over the course of this race, the Mustang is probably going to have to add an extra 10 to 12, no. I think the Mustang is an extra, is it 4 or 8 liters per stop? I think it might be 8 liters.
Jeez, okay.
So the Mustang 80%, I think it was 80, either 84 or 88. But that gives them the same mileage as what we get, you know. Like the same.
That's definitely a more heavier car on fuel.
Yes, but it has more fuel. Heavier on fuel, but it means they have to stop longer in the pit stops.
Oh.
So if you match them lap for lap,
Yeah.
Okay, Elvis, we need to
and
watch
you
these track
fill up
limits.
your tank, you're gonna get out of the pit stops quicker because they have to fit a bit more in. You understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
And that more they put in is not going to make them give them ability to go any further.
Okay. So we can do more with less.
Yeah, or we do the same.
We'll do the same with less, yeah.
Oh, where? Are you racing, Wes?
Yeah,
Yeah, they actually connected.
Hey.
What's up, champ?
Like himself. Yes, I like your pedals though, they're sick.
Thanks, bro. They worked
Very
out
cool.
like a fucking tint. I'm so happy with the way they came out.
But did you build it like out of your head or did you follow something?
Luke built these, and I actually went to him today and made these.
Look who?
And tested it. Look easy.
Oh,
That picture that
Okay.
I posted on the group.
yeah, I know he
Uh,
built the set, yeah.
that was his set. That picture.
That they were going to sell for like a lot of
You'll need to
cows.
slow down if you don't want a penalty.
Yeah.
Right?
So I built it, and yeah, I'm happy.
Very cool. Very cool.
Thanks, man.
That's a new fastest lap for Rice. 3:56.1.
Yeah, Luke he's always helpful, but
3:24. 3 laps of fuel
also find that
remaining.
out to. He likes to help, but he also likes to tell you how dumb you are. am I lying or am I telling the truth?
No, you're right. You're right. But he knows better with me because we used to race together, so Dan knows who he's talking to.
Like, I remember when Alwyn had his leader settings all wrong. It's like, come, let me fix it for you. Like, what the fuck were you thinking, having the settings like this? Are you stupid? You know, you'll say stuff like that and you're like really? Like, thanks for helping, but you don't need to tell the Okies. Yeah.
Yeah, like I fixed it with donkeys.
Like, you didn't know better. It's not unintelligent. Let's see you do a concrete floor. You know.
Then I'll show you balls.
Yeah.
But exactly. But that's what I mean. You're like,
Yeah.
if you speak to a
Specialties.
guy that's never done a
Yeah, and I won't go
concrete
tell
floor.
someone, fuck dude, jeez.
Yellow flag, caution.
Can't
Yeah.
do
20
that.
minutes remaining, you've got 20 minutes left.
Are you fucking retarded? Yeah. Unless the oak obviously mixes like
Sector
900
1 is
liters of
2.1
water.
seconds off the pace. Okay, Elvis,
A little
you've
batch
used
or
half your
something.
fuel.
Yeah, then you tell him.
Now with me,
Oh, there's plenty doors.
we went the other way again. Whenever I asked him a question, you just respond with pictures, no words.
Do you know why? Because you were now taking out of his business. They didn't want to help you too much.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes he's a lekker oak, but sometimes he's a proper like. I think we all may have our stuff. Like I say, when he wants something from me, he's nice to me. The next time it's when you race wheel to wheel, then Vessels is driving cuck again, so I don't care. I haven't actually had any issues with him on track, but I can't complain about his driving and stuff. He's quick and generally clean. Just his attitude sometimes towards people is a bit unnecessary, I would say.
Sector 2 is 1.6
But
seconds
yeah,
off
other
the
than
pace.
that, not an issue. You go look everyone's lap time. Everyone goes like fast lap, 8 seconds slower than you know. Okay, you had to slow down in that lap.
Get them now, not in the race.
What lap times you managing, Jeff?
59.2 for now.
And 10 seconds, 9 seconds behind you if you want to drop him behind me.
Okay, yeah. Oh,
Before the
someone's
start of the
spun
lap.
there.
That was me.
Front left, 92%. Left rear, 93.
This that wall on the right hand side that you just passed, at Porsche curves, right? That blue wall. If you touch that wall, your car's broken. Is Ben going or? Yeah, is he giving me a gap? What's he going? What's he doing? Oh no, he's gonna ruin our lap. Let him just go quickly.
Okay.
You just need like 4 or 5. Okay, we can go. So this you can cut quite a bit. That red sausage, if you get it right, it works. If you get it wrong, it throws you. So it's my trial and error. So this is flat out and brake just after the line, the first line on the right. Cut the corner a bit. You cut it too much gear. Yeah, second gear. You just need to feel the balance on the exit there because.
Okay.
Oh, and watch out!
Car to your left. You're clear left.
Flat through here. You can cut the cone on the right. What's Paul doing?
Fifth gear, yeah, or fourth?
Fourth. I stay in fourth. I don't go down to fifth.
Okay.
Sorry, everyone is like destroying the lap. I'm trying to show you.
I was busy flashing, saying I was to call, then I heard you coming.
Like I say, yeah, I brake around 100. If you brake too late, your lap, like you lose too much time. But if you also brake too early, you lose a ton of time. But for just about 100, you must flip. You're gonna have to brake a bit earlier.
Yeah, I'll brake it.
Don't cut
second
too much
gear.
Third. I'm staying third. Early on the front.
You're staying third.
Wide there.
Oh shit. Okay. It's a lot of extra track.
Huh?
Hey.
Did you get a slow down? Are you okay?
Oh no, it's good. But like, I didn't know you could use so much track there.
On the exit, but not on the entry and the left-hand turn. But on the exit, so somehow, that's why I said the track limits make no sense. It's the same at this corner. Don't take too much on the first 2 corners. Here I brake just after the 100.
Second as well.
Yeah, second. Okay, that might be a bit too wide. Nope, fine. You see the
That was
exit
exceptionally wide.
Okay, Elvis, 15 minutes
but
left.
it was
That's
slower
15
because I was too late on the throttle. It wasn't
Okay.
actually a great exit. And here, you brake just as it kinks, just before the apex, you start basically straight lining and braking it. So get a straight line and
Okay.
don't cut too
First
much.
gear.
Get a second gear so I can get on the throttle hard and early.
Okay.
You can, that's it. That inside corner is very easy to get a slowdown.
Oh, if you take too much.
Yeah, very, very easy.
Owen, I'm off again. I just wanted to wish you good luck. All the best for tonight.
Thanks, man.
Birthday,
Oh, happy birthday.
Thanks, man.
Just stick to the right to make it shorter. And yeah, you can just lift a little bit. And then brake. Don't brake too late because you want to get the good exit here and get a nose in. And don't go too much on the sand. Brake at the 50.
First gear.
Second gear. I don't use first gear anyway, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I haven't actually tried first gear anyway, to be honest.
Track temperature's falling.
And here, fourth gear, the next right hand, right?
Fifth in the right hander, so drop 1 gear, brake at this curve, get it in nice and early. So you can then early on the throttle. You can go flat out through here, but a little lift in the race. If you touch that wall, your race is over. Lift a little. You can go wide, brake in a straight line. Oh, I brake too late, bring it in, back in. Turn in early, turn left earlier than you thought you would. If you go wide here, it's a slowdown. That's going to be a slowdown for you.
Oh, I'm sharp.
Cool, then it must be lag, because on my screen you went completely cut. Get a nicer angle in.
You'll need to slow down to give back the time gained.
That's not too great into there, too late for the brakes.
Nice air there.
That was actually a horrendous lap. Okay, but we had lots of slowdown conditions. Okay, so let's do another one.
Okay, I'm gonna run out of fuel this lap though.
B27.
I'll follow you.
Not going to be too much. Yep, slow down. Right. I'm going to have to just leave it off.
Slow down. Oh.
You left.
So yeah, you must just watch for coming over that crest. If you get this right, you can just lift and hard on the throttle.
Okay.
Burn my slow down, so I'm going to get a penalty. Okay, that should be fine. But that's also a slow down trap that didn't hit Farouche.
That third gear, you say, yeah?
Yeah. Such an interesting corner because if you brake a bit more to get your throttle pinned on the exit of the left-hander there, then I
Sector 1 is
actually overslowed the
1.9
car.
off the pace.
Like a fine balance between maintaining speed and actually getting rotation.
Okay.
And also I find
that's
if you,
out of fuel. Alright, I don't have to park it yet.
oh no, apparently the NSX is quite good on top end here.
I don't know. 271 or 2?
But then it's not good. So I did 276. Like on the main portion of Mulsanne.
Yeah.
Benji said it was quite good, but I did
Just slow down a bit
276.
if you don't want a penalty.
Apparently the BMW does about 280. You guys practice your pit in. Very important.
Good thinking.
The chicane.
Yeah.
Sector 2 is 0.6 off the pace.
Is that an easy one? No.
Alright,
It's not
Elvis,
difficult, but you
10
just
minutes
keep
to
your
go.
time
That's
into the
10 minutes
chicane.
left.
Because if you get up, you come onto it like very fast, then you hit the chicane, and then you get to the pit limiters area. And I don't know if you cross the white line completely in the chicane, if you get a black flag or what you get. I'm not sure. If you get an off track or if you get a like a pit entry penalty.
The guy behind has just done a 4:02.7 seconds.
But 2-stop and possibly a 3.
Definitely a free stop, but not possibly.
Is it okay?
Left side. Clear off the left
To be honest,
side.
I feel like the track's getting slower.
Watch your speed. Box in 440 meters.
My first stint, I felt like I had such good grip, and now I feel like I've got no pace.
– 100 meters. 50 meters.
Yes, without a slip it's like 0.25 on a straight, you lose.
There's traffic behind. Take care.
We're here at the Lemans circuit and a little bit about the circuit before we get going with the championship standings heading into tonight. We're in the northwest of France at Le Mans, which is hosting 24 hours of Le Mans soon. We're about 6 kilometres south.
Okay, I'm checking what computer I'm getting into Rouge now.
And this track,
One,
legendary
two,
in its
break.
own right, it just various corners,
There's a bit of
various
a edge.
shots on the circuit that you can even see in the background
Just
here.
do 75.
Racing itself is definitely on the Mount Rushmore racing circuits around the world. And its first race in 1920, and its first 24-hour race was 1923. So one some legendary names that have won. It's Tom Bristol Circuit's the most decorated driver with 9 wins and 2 Porsche has won 19 times, Audi has won 13 times, 11 times. It's an 8.4-mile circuit, 13.6 kilometres, and I've looked for the amount of turns there are on this circuit, and lots of sources suggest different numbers of turns. That just goes to show how long and big and vast this circuit actually is. But, about the circuit, let's talk about the championship situation. That would be you folks tuning in to watch. As your drivers, they claim to championships, fight for championships. We'll start off with the gold category here. Then Kusky, who beats the championship. He leads by 24 points from Stefan Westers. Coming into tonight as well. There are certain tasks that the drivers have got to achieve to get to their championships. We've got all of that worked out. So it's a 26-point gap between Ben McCluskey and Stefan Wessels. And Ben McCluskey nearly only needs to secure 5th position to secure that. The reason I say that is a gap of approximately 5 points. So because the majority of the higher finishing positions are separated by 5 points per scoring position. The drivers who are typically testing these championship rounds are going to be positions. There are also 2 bonus points per category for fastest lap in neutrals. So that's to consider as well. So McCluskey, as we mentioned, if he finishes 5th position in gold category, he takes the championship. So far tonight in practice, losing quicker than his championship rival Stefan Wessels is 3rd place in this right now. All looking good for McCluskey, but the thing is with tonight that we should also mention is that this is not a drop round, and also DNFs, so do not finish the race, equals 0 points. So it is crucial.
Okay, Elvis, 5 minutes to go, 5 minutes left.
So also banging up the car halfway around the track means we're going to be towed back to the pit, which means we're going to be down the order far behind the pack. None of these drivers can do it for this stakes at this point in the championship still. Let's continue on with the world standings. McCluskey and Wessels at the top of the standing. They're fighting out for the championship. Harry Langford sits in 3rd place, and he has not yet got 3rd place secured. Mathematically he hasn't, but he has got one hand on the 3rd place trophy. He's got to do well tonight to secure it. Gaz Williams is in 4th position, and he heads that battle for a 3-way fight for 4th place in the World Championship. And that's between himself, Ben Elshaw, and Jack Williams.
28.
Spitting on this left, and that's it.
Won a race in the gold category.
So I reckon we might get the full course yellow. The full course yellow is not for debris. The full course yellows are actually there so that guys with broken cars can drive back to the pits instead of towing. I think that's why they introduced full course yellow, so we don't just get the tow, you go lap behind, race finished.
Last week has really hampered him a little bit, and it puts him down places to 7th place. 8th place is Jamie Dory, followed by Jake Pitt. You can see 10th position. Next championship fight is in the silver category, and it is between Jeffrey Kruger and Matthew Shepton, separated by just...
The guy behind has just done a 4:02.3.
And it does mean that Kruger needs to finish 4th in the championship. In the silver category tonight. 9 drivers, so it's plenty to fight for in this silver category. Plenty can happen in this category. It's been super close between Kruger and Shepton all of this.
The car ahead has just done a 4:01.7.
Gap in points between them. If you look at round 1, just 1 point between them. If you look at round 5, just 3 points between them. Just 5 between them in round 6. Matthew is in 3rd position, followed by Phil McDougall in 4th place. Alan McCain is in 5th position. By the way, 3rd and 4th still up to grab between the two of them. Phil McDougall going for it, but Matthew Addy definitely has the advantage for 4th place. Alan McCain, as we mentioned, in 5th position. George Stone in 6th position. Had one of his better rounds last time out at Osborne. Nigel Stock is not contending tonight, but he's 7th, and same with Jason Matthews not contending tonight. Paul Williams in 9th, and 10th place is Mark Baker. Bronze category is already sewn up.
Hydro Pace versus Shivert and Jeff.
I'm not sure. He hasn't set a time.
2 minutes to go. 2 minutes.
But the rest are pretty quick.
He's got ahead of Robert Savage, but it's a gap of just 9 points.
Well, you're at 12.
So Jonathan Berry very much needs to keep
That's
Yeah, thanks to your slip.
equally, Gabriel Capacostino is in that fight.
well, we're gonna have slipped all right, so
Fifth place, followed by Mark Sykes.
True.
Sector 2's a second off the pace.
just do that.
Last season's outgoing champion, Owen Sykes, is 10th. And the team's category, CSA Team Rosa hold the lead in the championship by 33 points, which is a good margin, but it's going to need to be sewn up tonight in good fashion against Spirit. They are rivaled by Mission R, powered by Lords, piloted by Adam Wilson there and George Stone for the last round. And CSA Team Rosa consisting of Stephen Lessons and Jeff. There we go. We're heading into we're heading into the race very, very shortly, ladies and gentlemen. In these endurance rounds here at
For the
Nxtgen
pit
Racing,
in, you pretty much have to.
Thursdays. It's just a practice warm-up session, and then we
Break when you get next to that yellow island. So you jink to the right, and as you get next to the yellow island, you have to brake to make the chicane. That works for me.
Together, then they are reversed. So, starting at the back, the gold category will be championship rivals.
We have a quick pee, and then we're ready to race.
Benjamin Busky and Steph Lessons. Similar with silver category, Jeffrey Crew will start at the back of that category along with Matthew Shepperton. That's how it's going to go tonight. So we've got a different overlay for us tonight, ladies and gentlemen. As you mentioned, as we're about to head into the next round of the championship, the final round of the championship.
B30.
We're using the left overlay here. Just a little celebration of the season, a little celebration of the fact that hope you like it, hope you enjoy the racing tonight.
Checkered flag. B30.
Finish practice session, drivers in the pits, and there's a couple of drivers still out there getting their practice in. I thought for a minute our champion in
That's
bronze
the end of the
category,
session,
Adam Wilson,
B30.
who tied up the bronze category championship before the sprint race even started last week because his main championship rival could not quite attend the sprint race last time.
What a movie
out.
to watch before bed.
Shame really,
like,
but
really.
Adam Wilson Weir won it before the race even started.
Radio check, please, Jamie.
Which is extraordinary, really, what a dominant season he's had. But we have got plenty of
Yes,
other
mate, I
championship
can hear
fights to keep an eye on tonight. We'll keep you updated as the night goes
Right,
on.
good evening, everyone.
Straight
Hope you have a good race. The last round, let's try and make it a good one. Reminder, no using of the radio during this race, please. It's just myself and Jamie if required. The start procedure, I'd like 5 seconds between the classes. I'd like to remind anybody that is on a split row with another class that you must stay with your own class and don't be tempted to carry on with the car in front of you in the forward class. 5 seconds, as I say, between the classes, please. Can we ensure that as much as possible cars try to drive back rather than tow back? Hopefully, if you're doing so, I will have spotted it and we'll have a full course yellow. With these full course yellows, please make sure that you're not passing cars, and the racing only resumes when we go back green again. Yeah, try not to tow. We'll try and see if we can catch everything with a full course yellow if we can, and have a good race. Enjoy.
He hasn't attended many rounds this season. He's on the front row of the silver category with Ian Manners alongside. Mark Baker will line up 3rd on the grid in the silver category. Paul Williams alongside in 4th position.
Side by side
In
to the
5th
chicane, eh?
position is George Stone with Alan McCain starting alongside in 6th position.
That's it, side by side to
Starting
the
in
chicane. I
7th
think in the
position
chat
is
they
Phil
said so.
McDougall, and he is alongside his rival for 3rd in the silver championship,
So,
Matthew Addy.
Need to refuel on this
Matthew
fuel
Shepperton will line
usage.
up 9th with Jeffrey Kruger
187
alongside. They'll
litres.
start at the back of the silver category grid, fighting for the championship. Bronze
Which
category,
means
it's Matt Gatter at the front of the grid with Stephen de Gravelia second
280
place.
litres is
BMW.
160, so I need
Sammy
to
Ariba
say
will start third position with Andy Chell.
20 litres is
30
so 20
seconds.
laps,
Really
yeah.
will start fifth
Still a
position
fuckload.
with last season's bronze
then in the
category
last
champion
stint, you
Elwin
need
80
to-
starting sixth in this race. Simon Hunt will start
We'll see how
seventh
it goes.
alongside.
I think it's going to be a
Michael
splash and
Levin.
dash at the end.
Mark Cycles, Mr. Nxtgen himself will start ninth on
I'm
the
just
grid.
going
Stein
flat,
Vatens alongside
flat.
10th position.
Yeah.
Gabriel Hassel's team
Flit.
will start 11th position.
I can't give a
We'll go
shit
for
about
10
second
seconds.
fuel
championship
threat or anything
against
tonight.
Robert Savage.
Just flat.
Winner of the championship already, Adam Wilson will start
No, but
13th.
we're going to be
Jonathan
stuck
Berry
in
will start
trains a
one
lot
place,
of the
the
time. That's
Blackpool
why
one
I was
place
Yeah.
to the right.
B28,
Berry
you've
has
got
been
cold
back
tyres.
with
We need to get some heat into them.
but that only puts him back one
Well, I've got that and
place.
some short shifting and you might find your
Wesley
liters
Lewin
there.
will also start from the back of the grid.
Yeah, short shifting doesn't do much. It's more lift and coast.
That's our
This is a
grid.
rolling
But-
start.
Mentioned
Follow
the
car
position
number
that
05.
Mm.
Left lane.
The problem
Uh,
is,
in their categories.
yeah,
and
there's not
Yeah,
Gran
yeah.
Turismo where you can just short shift and
I
can save a lot of fuel.
Safety car speed is
Set yourself up to
78
85%.
kilometers per
There we
hour.
go, we're about to
Yeah,
get underway
already.
with our formation lap, or half of our formation
Alright,
lap,
Elvis,
should
the
we
safety
say.
car's just left.
Internal
And
map.
Rooney starting from the pits, as we can see down
But the,
there.
the other bigger problem
That
is
disadvantage him at the start just a little bit.
that if you lift and coast and you're not at the back of the queue, the guys are just
So
going
the
to drive
drivers to keep
past
an
you.
eye
So
on tonight, ladies and gentlemen, in the gold category, it'll be Ben McCluskey
if you like,
and
if you're
Stephen
fighting,
Wessels.
you might as well
In the silver
try and get to the
category,
front, right?
Matthew Shevitz
Or you must
Safety car speed
decide to
is
stay at the back
84
and
kilometers
save.
per hour. The safety car has just left.
Teams Championship, we're looking out for
Sean, give that
CS18
beam a
Motor
howl,
drivers.
please.
And they are our
No,
championship
he
protagonists,
doesn't need
Kruger
a fucking
and
excuse.
Wessels. Also,
The safety
keep an
car's
eye
just
on
left.
Mission Boards powered by Mark
Just
R
leave
as
his
well.
nose in again.
That is Adam Wilson Weir and George Stone.
Good luck, guys. A good one.
We are
Luck,
heading
have fun, the last one, eh?
Yeah.
The safety car speed is 85 kilometers per hour. The
2
safety
hours
car
of
has just
limit.
We're
left.
starting well up front here. The silver category quite a long way.
And then when does the next season start again?
The bronze category quite far back as
It
well.
sounds like
If we
they
do
want
it.
to start it
You need to catch up to the
sooner
guy
rather
ahead.
than later. So probably fresh in the new build.
Okay,
So week 1,
Elvis,
week 2 of the
safety
new
car's just
build, I would
left.
imagine.
Ah, the
With
minute,
the-
sorry.
The iRacing, so every sport, the iRacing has a season. So season 3 will start in the beginning of end of
Safety
June,
car speed
beginning of
is
July,
85
and
kilometers
that will
per
have the
hour.
new tire model and
Safety
stuff. So
car
they
has
won't
just left.
overlap then. They'll wait till that's done and then. Okay, boys, we had the
Black.
Pickens.
We'll see what we get tonight.
Nice
Safety
touch.
car speed is 84 kilometers per hour.
The pace car
Safety car has
will
just
be
left.
off. We'll go through the narrow chicanes, but in this category, the gold
Go.
category anyway, there's
Fuck
only
it, it went
12
green on
drivers.
in the chicane. What a fuck up. I lost the position already.
It's 10 drivers in the silver category tonight.
Me
and
too.
15 drivers, but 14 taking
Probably
the
two.
start. The bronze category as Andy Rooney starts from the pits.
Stay left.
2 hours, boys. Just stay alive.
Still there. Clear to your right.
Here we go. Onto the main straight
Right.
we go. Sean Shute will lead us off the line.
Hold your line. Clear on your right.
And
Right
away
side.
we go for round 10
Oh,
of the next
that was a
generation.
bit-
Hold on. You're clear
GT3
right.
lead. We head up towards
I'm like
turn number
crowded
1,
out here
long
by Mission
sweeping
R,
right-hander up
the back.
towards
On your right.
Yeah, no,
It's
I
Corey
had a
Price
bit
got
of
himself
They're
in
still
front
there.
early
Bit
on
of
here,
front
and a great
damage.
start from Jamie Dory. He's going to get
Hold
to
your
the
line.
inside. Oh, not quite. Oh,
Clear on the
there's a
right. Go, go,
big
go.
move
There's a
to
bit
the
of a
inside there.
moment in
And
turn
a car
1.
spun around, that's Ben Altria. And
I
that's
made
really
slight
gonna
contact,
impact
but
his
a lot of people
championship
made
bid.
contact, so I don't know.
Silver cars.
And look at that,
Green
Ben
flag.
McCluskey was caught in that instant as well. He
I don't know if I
drops
was the
down
cause
some
of it, though.
positions.
Watch your
Silver
right.
category
Benji
are
lost the
about to get
position, but
going.
it's fine, he'll get it
Around
there.
this corner now. Alejandro Ulati will lead
But
I've
up
got
to the
the
front
line,
aero
and
damage.
they'll head
Clear
off
right.
for
At
their
the track where you
start
need
of their race.
all the speed you can get.
Bronze
Right.
class. Green flag.
Hold your line. Right side clear.
The length for that a huge start if you go like
It's Dunlop chicane. Looks like it's Alan.
Still there. Stay with them.
Still
there. Hold your line.
Okay, Elvis, the next
Stay right. Clear on your left. Check your left. Clear left.
Out already.
Cutting the trail.
No.
Let's just check back in with the gold category. Here's McCluskey
Who
following
sent
Ben
you?
Altria. The two Mustangs now have to work together to get themselves back towards the main pack. But up front, it is Corey Price leading in the gold category.
Behind you,
He's
Al.
there on the Mulsanne straight right now. We've got side
Call
by
right.
side here.
There's an incident in
Shot.
the S's. It looks like Michael.
Clear right.
Yeah, that's fuel saving.
Now.
Oh, wow.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
But now, slow down.
Fucking stop go already.
How did you get a stop go?
In front is Sauvage.
You're not service slowdown.
Yeah.
Let's just check back in on
What
the
a
silver
fucker.
category there on the Mulsanne straight right now, but leading is Alejandro Yalate, and we've got a big scuffle back here. Look at that, poking out from the slipstream there. I believe it's George Stone looking to the inside of McDougall, but he does not commit the move, and Shepperton is just behind here. He's moved up a few places and just avoiding the wall then was Paul Williams. Oh, and he's guarding the place from Jeffrey Kruger.
I'm doing something wrong in this car. Because I'm just getting gapped from the straight.
But
Maybe
Shepperton, a good
the
start
wrong
to this
shift
race.
point
He's
or
now
something.
alongside George Stone, heading up to the
You're getting 100% fuel.
He's definitely got the advantage.
Yeah, it's green, right to the top.
Down the straight. And I have heard a thing or two that the Mustang will actually be a
We'll
fairly
need to refuel
quick car
and we'll
on
need to
this
stop
track.
again. 24 minutes of fuel left. We'll need to add 183 litres.
He's at the 5th placing category already in the
Drive-through
bronze.
penalty car 113 for failure to serve a slowdown.
13 already with the penalty, and that is Sean Shute in 4th place in
The gap
gold
to
category.
very ahead is increasing. It's now 1.1.
South Africa. Now leading this race is Stephen Gravelia. A good start to this race for him. He's at the front there. The BMW is another car that might be pretty good on this track.
Adam is closing in. The gap is now 0.9.
Championship winner. Wilson Ware is in 11th place in category at the moment. Good progress at the start, but he can fairly relax in this race tonight. All his work done and dusted. Now, silver category alongside between Shepperton and McDougall. Shepperton is through. This is a very good start to this race for Shepperton. Kruger is back there alongside Matthew Addy as well. And he's through. He's up into 7th place in category. Shepperton on. Shepperton is guarding inside.
Right.
Fantastic sequence of corners. And Yalate's
Right.
a few places here. It's now Ian Manners in the lead of this race. And as we go to the next corner here, we move from Yalate, but Shepperton is close to the top of the field already. Already looking very, very strong as we head out of Arnage. Now end of lap 1 for the gold category, and Jamie Dory moving to the inside there. Slow down penalty being served by him. Through goes Jack Pivas into 2nd position. And keeping an eye on our championship antagonist.
Okay, Elvis. The next car is Adam, car number 4A license, and their rating is 2.0.
How the fuck is that a slow foul?
Adam ahead is increasing. It's now 1.9 seconds.
This is a fucking joke, man. This is an absolute joke.
Got a third nearly sewn up. He just needs to make sure he finishes this race. Gaz Williams in front. He's fighting for 4th in the championship.
Absolute joke.
There's an incident in Bush occurs. You think it might be stay in?
Ben Outer, who's in 12th place at the moment. He was caught in that incident at the start of the race. Spun him round and lost him quite a lot of position. Just see if we can get a replay
Williams,
of that
car
right now.
number
I think we've got
90,
here.
is now leading. Pit lane speed limit
In
is
the middle
60
of us
kilometers
there
per
is
hour.
Ben Oucher. He's in the
We'll need to stop again to get to the end.
delivery. Or 4 wide, 2 Quatermass cars. Well, a Quatermass car going
100
to the
metres.
inside and making it a 4 wide situation.
50 metres.
And the
Oh,
classic
no.
passenger in there.
Corey has won the race,
Nowhere else to
basically.
go. So bad luck.
Left front,
for
98%. Left rear, 98.
And Altria. Let's see how they get on later on. Jamie Dory versus Sean.
Also gotta slow down.
Does have a drive-through penalty. Hasn't served
Oh, it's a long race. It's a long race.
laps here at
You don't have to like
Lemans.
let go immediately. If you're on the straight, you can just bleed it out because they've improved the slowdown sort of a little bit.
Stay in, behind is pitting.
So you literally have to lose a second down the entire straight. You don't have to go and stand still for a second type of thing.
Exit's clear, don't cross the white line.
Damn. Back to last.
Yeah, well, basically same here
The guy
except for
ahead is
Benji had
Michael,
instead.
car number 37, B license.
But Gaza, I think Gaza's going slow on purpose to back us up into Benji. Because Gaza's not slow here, but he's at the front of the next queue.
Oh, Shepperton also had to slow down.
Long race for a lot.
Oh,
I'm on the back of a top-end train here with a Macca and 2 Stang. So they're just dragging me away from everyone behind me.
Apparently the Macca also has great top end.
No, the thing is moving around this track.
B34 is getting closer. The gap's come down to 9.8 seconds.
Oh, it is official name actually. Looking at the track map, I thought it was just a nickname for that corner. Matthew Shepton looking all around. Yeah, he's nice there. Contact between Shepton and Nxtgen, but nothing doing from it. So it's just a few places lost for Ian Manners, but we'll go back to the live action here. A bit of side-by-side action. This is Paul Williams. Matthew Addy and Shepton.
Toledo has just done 3:56.7.
Oh, that BMW is just a different fucking league, eh?
Behind there in ninth position, and look at this, 3 wide heading into Arno's corner. And somehow none of them spin it, and Ian Manners is joining in as well. As Shepton's through, somehow he made that work. Now let's just get another shot of that once we're, yeah, I'd say let's get another shot of that now. That was a big move from Shepton, and Matthew Addy equally trying to make the move as well. There we go. Driver in the middle of that, which I think was Paul Williams. Might not have been a bit happy about that, but it's still raging on here. Paul Williams has got Ian Manners pressurising in behind, and Jeffrey Kruger is right at the tail of this battle. And Jeffrey Kruger, in his mind right now, will not be wanting to risk too much. You definitely want to be getting the moves done safely but surely. This is another lap completed. Big moves yet from Kruger, but Shepton is quite a way clear at the moment. I guess later on in the race we'll get an idea of how the championship situation looks on an as-it-stands basis. But this is a good start to the race for
I'm so close to these guys with the single screen, I can't see the apexes or nothing. Like,
down in 8th place. Which, if I'm just using my head right now, is still not enough to win the championship, but Kruger is now making moves. He is past Ian Manners, and he's done a nice up and under there to get it alongside Paul Williams as we head out to the first chicane and over the hill. He's passed, still side by side by the seeming of it between him and Paul Williams, but he has a better line.
cold tires and full tank.
Hunt is getting closer. The gap is now 7.8.
Corey has got a massive gap already. Like, I've been lifting and coasting, but I've not saved any fuel.
Yes, this Porsche feels like a donkey in the straight, eh?
It's actually okay in the slip, like, catch up.
Yeah, the slip, but if you're in the leading one, then yes, they haul you quick.
Yeah, but the Mustang also only does 1 km, but I think the Mustang is out of the turns. The Mustang is
back to the gold category. Still no
quite
progress
quick.
from McCluskey. He's very much been on the catch-up here. Equally still, Wessels is still in 8th place. This is quite a lengthy trail of cars here, leading up towards Jack Pittas in 2nd position, and there's a 6-second gap between Corey Price in the lead on this race and Jack Pittas is in the start of the race for Corey Price. Pittas has broken away a little bit from Sean Shooter, still needs to serve the penalty.
Sean, you're the head of the queue, bro.
No.
Oh, aren't you the head of our queue? Not the first place queue, but this.
Ah, yeah.
They started in the championship order, but reversed. So the guys who start who were at the top of the championship table started back in the category for this race. Wessex has moved up a few places from the start already, 2 places.
Front fucking downforce. Lack of front downforce and bit of damage is not helping me here.
Fastest lap for Price, 3:56.5 seconds.
Oh, fuck my life. Not a slow down.
Already. Rob Savage up the rear from another Mission R car. I've got a feeling that was Andy Rooney. It was. And that sends them both way back in the order. Sean Shoots is now serving his drive-through penalty. This drops him down the order. It now puts Ben Benioff into 3rd place and Jamie Doyle up to 4th place. That does also put Dan Cluster up 1 place and also Steph Wessels. The thing with the championship points coming out of the current round is from 8th upwards. The gap between each position in terms of scoring points is 5 points. Once you're
What's
in
up,
that
Sammy?
top 8, you are taking leaps and bounds when it comes to points per position game. That's realistically.
Yeah.
Where Wessels needs to get
Drive
that
like a
further
push, that's
to
why.
really break the gap away from Wessels.
The gap to Hunt behind is now 6.1.
Around about a 5 position gap between himself and McCluskey. Wessels to secure this race tonight. And McCluskey is catching up slowly but surely. It's difficult to race on a track like this, difficult to catch drivers on a track like this, particularly with fixed settings. And this is exactly this position. Drivers cannot change anything on their cars. I mentioned that earlier on at the start of this broadcast. The only thing they're allowed to change is brake bias. So when it comes to top end speed and what you'll normally do preparing for something like majors on iRacing for the Le Mans 24 hours, is you're adjusting gear ratios to get good top end speed when you're alone on the track or even when you're in traffic as well to save some fuel but also gain on your opponents. You can't do that in this circuit, so you're stuck with the gears that you have on the car. So it's very difficult to get much better out of the cars on a track like this where there are such long, fast, straight sections.
The track temperature is decreasing. It's now 27 Celsius. B29.
It is a move that, when you're in the ranked servers, the official servers on iRacing, you see a lot of people make moves in that Mulsanne corner there. They're not doing that in this race so far at the moment. It needs to be quite a sound, reliable, but still brave move into that corner. As we're seeing side by side between Jamie Dory, had a good exit from the corner. He's got his nose in front of it already. As we head down towards Indianapolis, Dory has got himself in front. He's now back into 3rd place ahead of Ben Benioff.
Yes, I can't save any fuel. I wonder if the Mustang can save fuel in the slip. Because the Porsche can't, though. I mean, even if I'm lifting coasting, it's not saving.
Through here. Lost Jack Pittas was blast away at the front.
The gap to B26 behind is increasing. It's now 1.1 seconds.
Fourth in the championship between Jack Pittas, Gaz Williams and Ben Altra. Now Ben Altra is in a bit of trouble right now. In fact, I think he's actually out of the race. Lose control to just confirm that for us, but I'm not thinking he is out of the race.
Oh, fuck my life, another slowdown.
That's the fastest lap for Price, 3:56.
Well, they don't have front damage, so their car doesn't understeer like a pig.
Where did you get it?
Yeah, Mike also got a slowdown by the looks of it. At exiting the Porsche curve, the last left-hander.
That is going to drop him behind Ben McCluskey. So that might be a sigh of relief for Ben McCluskey, but that just
outside.
Yeah, outside they just understeered completely out.
Just triple over the track limits. Just push yourself a little bit harder through the corners. Mike Barber drops back behind Jesse Payne Wilkins here.
I was thinking of just saving fuel and catching these oaks on the... But I'm not saving a damn thing.
So you might see a couple of drivers like Ben McCluskey there just being a bit conservative, not taking too much off the outer track there. Just keeping the majority of the wheels.
Jeff, what is your fuel usage? Oh, you don't have a thingy.
Yeah, I'm not sure, sorry.
Slowdowns. See, they take some curb, but not a huge amount. Same coming out of the corner. Right on board with McCluskey now. Yeah, the risk that McCluskey is so good at not making. as we've seen 2 seasons in a row now, he goes for his second championship undershot in the golf category. Got a battle here for silver category lead. This is Elvit80 versus Mark Baker, and I've got a feeling Elvit80 just made a daring move to the inside at Nxtgen. Here we go. Yes, he has. Elvit80 super late.
Okay, Elvis, hold your nerve. Just keep it smooth. No mistakes.
Elvit80 actually controlled it very, very well. Through goes the Costa
On your right.
driver. He's leading the silver category right now.
You're in the right. Go, go, go.
Matthew Shepton's in 3rd place. Saw that earlier, him getting up those positions, and Jeffrey Kruger in 6th place still. He's got quite some way to try and
So basically everyone except P1 are probably running 2 to 3 seconds a lap slower. So I'm not saving fuel, but I'm running fuel saving pace.
For Kruger to catch this gap back up, particularly as the silver category, which is such a tight-knit bunch. So, then Danny Worth versus Jamie Dory down the Mulsanne straight. The swing positions again, back into 4th place. Goes Jamie Dory. Ben Altria, just to confirm, is still running in the race. Which is not helpful for his championship chances. 4th in the championship, that is. Which is a bit of a shame, really, because it's so early on in the race as well. He might have taken a fast from there, that might be what it is. Now, bronze category, we haven't done that much so far tonight. Well, Stephen Gurley leads. He's driving a really good race.
Well, what is your fuel usage?
The next car is Sauvage, car number 18.
32 manager and 32. But he does like this track.
I need to wait and then because the stops are filled up.
Wait.
Hi.
What is your fuel usage?
770.
And you're going flat.
I'm bell bouncing here, bro.
Let-
I'm 764 and I'm lifting 300 meters before the chicanes.
Watch your right.
John Barry is right
You're right.
behind. John Barry has got his sights set on Papa Constantino. Because Papa Constantino has a chance at 2nd in the championship based on the result tonight.
The next car is Hunt, car number 073, A license, and their rating is 1.6.
Championship winner, leader, Adam Wilson is in 7th position right behind Andy Chow right now. He switched cars to Chow's driving the Mustang. So a couple of drives will be changing.
The gap to B30 in front is now 0.5.
It is the last round. Some drives will be going for championship glory. As you see John Berry past Mike Sykes on the straight there on the way down to Indianapolis. That puts him down, up into 3rd position. And he's got sights on set on Papa Constantino just ahead. Also fighting for the
Benji's
7th spot
fuel
in the
saving
championship
a lot.
is Robert Savage. He's back here in 12th position. He had an issue as we saw earlier on. Being bumped up the rear by Andy Rooney has sent him off the track and well down the order. He's lost a lot of time here. We'll see how he can recover his race. Into the sunshine on the other end of the circuit, and that's the thing with Ron, is one side of the circuit, the weather and the conditions can be different to the other side of the track.
I'll have to put this lap.
One side of the track
but yeah, end of this lap, guys.
one side of the track isn't. Now, Corey Price leads this race. That is a lapped car behind. Oh my God, Jack, that's just a very, very quick racing from Corey Price now. 10-second lead. Just check on fastest lap of the race so far.
Were you running in class, Jeff?
I'm not sure.
Where are you between Stone and Cheverton?
I'm just behind Stone.
Okay.
Stop and hold penalty for 15.
Cheverton is 13th, I'm 16th.
Okay, so Cheverton is 3rd in class.
Okay.
Alejandro and then Baker, then Cheverton.
The gap to Hunt ahead is increasing. It's now 1.1 seconds.
John Shoot with the other penalty the silver category here. Now, Shepperton is getting closer and closer to 1 and 2 in this race. And Mark Baker
B30.
all over the rear of Latin heading up the main street here. Looking again
The other
on the
100 just had a
straights
slow
here.
down, so
Past he goes. Alongside the Mustang goes the McLaren. Going into the corner, Yachting just holding on to it as they head out of the chicane. A big wiggle of the rear end there from
Fuck
Yachting
you, Ingy,
as they
really.
head out of the corner.
You have to fucking race
Still
with Sahari in the
in
first place,
holding
to us.
First position. Guarding the inside still.
I know
is
you will.
Yachting now having to look to the outside.
Not in your- your-
So makes me take a super tight line into the chicane, and then rear-ends me and flashes me because I'm stuck at the apex.
Not quite alongside enough. Let's see what happens going into heaven. He is later on the break, so he is alongside, but he's going to try and take a late apex. It's not a very good exit actually, and that actually has now invited.
I shall report him just for that.
Down on that battle. He's right on the tail of this now. Baker trying his
The leader,
best.
Price, is pitting. Pit us. Car number 28
Yeah,
is now
How
in the
many
lead.
liters can I add?
Max, you just add Max now.
Such a fun part of the circuit. One of my
Yeah, but you
favourite
don't have
parts
to
of
if you're
the
gonna
circuit.
stop a
Mark
second
Baker's
time.
actually got his nose in front.
No, you're gonna have to
On the
stop a
outside,
second.
Benji
Oh,
actually
Benji's
still
doing
in front
another lap.
too.
Benji's doing
That's
another.
it. Powers it through on the outside and he goes
So he might be
wide.
going to the end.
But he brushes off the circuit and loses another place to Shepperton, who dives to the inside. Brilliant move from Shepperton.
No, you have to
But
add Max
little
now
bit
because you're gonna have to stop
on the
again.
exit, but you'll have to
And
get
again.
Max is
another
80
gap.
litres,
You
right?
might be able to
Yeah.
challenge Shepperton.
I know I have to stop
Then
again.
teammates, that's the
And
other
again.
thing.
Saying I'm gonna have to ride around with all that weight.
Challenge this too much, or will he? No fire rules here, maybe. But as they head up the straight,
But I don't have
Shepperton
to.
currently holds the lead.
Then you're gonna have to do like 60, 60, 60 or something like that.
Gold category in the pits already. And through goes Shepperton.
Sit
And
to
Mark
80
Baker's
now.
fighting back. He's got the inside for the Porsche curves now.
I'll
On the
just leave it
latte,
there.
through they go.
That's max that you can
so
get.
close to the wall. And
Flat.
Phil McDougall is invited in this battle as well. Off the track a little bit there goes Latte. And McDougall's got the undercut here past Mark Baker into third place. Great move from Phil
Benji
McDougall.
got the extra
reaping
lap in, so
benefits
he
there
might
of the slowing battle
actually get
between
to the.
Latte and Mark Baker. As they head to the pits, Matthew Shepard's got a slow down penalty there. As they head into the pits now, all drivers I think are going to head into the pits. It's not a very big window here, being able to save fuel. But I say that, and look who's doing another lap of the track. Who does this all the time? It's Ben
The gap to
Lusky.
B30
Carry on.
ahead
He's
is
managed to
increasing.
save
It's now 2.0 seconds.
So
It's incredible.
everyone's going flat. It's
But
just Benji
safety
that's going
techniques
long.
like the braking.
How does he still have another lap? That's crazy.
Chow is pitting from
Yeah,
position
he's been fuel
22.
saving since lap
We think
1.
he'll come out close in front.
Come on.
Now, Roy Price is back out on the track.
I think he's going for the two-stopper.
Of course, Roy,
Rising penalty car 355 for speeding at pit lane.
that suggested Payne Wilkins in the gold category. Pit lane. Have to go back through, and that's really going to put that attention to this battle here. The only driver in the field in the Lamborghini. And if we're doing GT3s next season, I do wonder if we're going to see any drivers in that Lamborghini. It'd be a bit of a, it's not much of a swan song for that Lamborghini tonight now. Category drivers in the place now, hitting out the pits in actual fact. From Google in second place still. Shepperton is in fourth place now. He had to surrender first position. So I believe he had a slow down penalty. And that drops him back down to fourth place. He's going to try all those moves again. That looked so great on the in-lap. We go back to the gold category.
Price, car number 33, is now leading.
He's got himself to the front of this pack. Past David Dory and Ben Benworth and past Langford. He's now up to fourth place, which is one place behind Jack Pittas. The aforementioned Jack Pittas.
Alright, Elvis, the next car is Sauvage, car number 18.
He has one hand on fourth place in the championship as a result. Now, what might change that is that's his lap bonus points if Gav Williams can manage to secure it. That will really start if it works, but let's see what happens. Scott actually left is clear by 1.5 seconds from Phil McDougall.
I've had like 900 slowdowns with only 1x.
The gap ahead is
And I've
now
made
Up to
contact.
0.8 so far.
I got a 0x on my contact.
Lekker Al. Come on. Come on, boy.
And it is a long lap here, don't forget.
Flat, boy. Flat.
Earlier than the other endurance rounds that actually features this season. Yeah. It's Ben Eltrick.
I think I'm currently P5 in class.
You've got half your fuel left.
Kruger here in 7th place.
I got Weirdo chasing me down though.
He is gaining on Matthew Addy and George Stone up ahead. But Shepton has got a big opportunity to move into the lead, and the sooner Shepton does that, the better he will be. He has made his way past Mark Baker, and here's how he got it done. So Lausanne straight, and it looks like it's a good exit. Tetra Rouge. Through he goes. He's exit from that corner to take 3rd place.
The gap in front is now 1.8 seconds.
Still holds it in front of Matthew Addy. He's under pressure now from Jeffrey Kruger.
Looks like without the front damage, I've got a bit of grip again.
Trying to make something out
Why
of
don't Jesse go into the pits again? What a
He's in trouble here from Matthew Addy. Stone hasn't really
Penalties, I don't know. Feels they had a
Price.
Maybe I don't
23
drive
is
through
leading
in
the
the
race.
first bit.
Seeing that Google take the lead at the silver category. Just talking about George Stone, but one thing he is fighting for tonight is the team's championship. His team, the Chanel, powered by Lords. Going for first in the championship, they need to outscore CS18 Motor, as we've seen side by side. Second place in silver category. Cheverton is in the turquoise coloured Aztec car. In the black and red Aztec car is Latte. In swap positions there. Through goes Cheverton into 2nd place. Nice, easy looking for that move there for Cheverton. And it puts him so much way clear of Jeffrey Kruger. And the way things are right now, I mean, as it stands, Cheverton will win the championship.
Like fucking three teammates ahead of me.
Which you may or may not do. And Cheverton
Makes life a bit difficult.
to take first place here. Keep in touch with Phil McDougall.
Hit us. Car number 28 is now in the lead. Okay, Elvis, you're reeling. Sauvage in. The gap is now 1.3 seconds.
Wow, gold category. It's so close between these 6 drivers. Italy in back to 3 here, but Langford has got himself in front of Gaz Williams. This is how good it is. On the Lausanne straight, and he's just a roof past.
You've got about 4 laps of fuel left.
Gaz Williams had a bad exit. That's saw Langford through into 3rd place. Gaz Williams in a bit of trouble from Jamie Dory here. Now it will be interesting to see if Jamie Dory does contest with his
Nice, thanks guys.
There's an incident in the SS.
But they can cut out.
Might be buried. Yellow flag.
Perry. Perry took what's his name? Papa out.
Langford, car number 55.
Papa's didn't go out, but Perry's out. And then Shell, not Shell, Weirdo's behind him. So I'm currently P3.
Lekker.
But I'm gonna get taken. But only for a boost.
yeah. Very good, very good.
I'll be all week, boys.
John Berry goes to the outside at turn number 2. 3. So close on the exit there. Berry not giving much room on the inside as he heads through the next few curves. Constantino still just about got the inside there, and there's no more room for Papa Constantino. And
Yeah, if I don't get past these guys, this is most possibly the most boring race of my life.
should have thought about his championship. Just given a little bit more room there, they probably would have got through the corner nice safe and sound. So now they've got a damaged car.
Hit us. Car number 28 is now leading.
might be second place in the championship in tatters.
He was 4 just runs away from me.
It looks like he's struggling a little bit. He might be crabbing just.
The gap in front is now 1.1 seconds.
Steering wheel still pointing straight. Wasn't very fast in the 6th gear. So he might be struggling a little bit in that BMW. He might have to serve or come into Magic 1 just fast there on iRacing. On iRacing, instantaneously pulls in the car.
The guys are driving so slow in the last chicane that Benji gains a second in the one chicane. They're just taking defensive lines and blocking each other.
Bathurst, the last endurance round of the championship.
Price, car number 33, is now in the lead.
Mike is hungry for the podium place here. Long way clear of the front of the field, 6.5 seconds still. Stephen Rebellion, leading the bronze captain. Hasn't attended many rounds this season, Stephen, and he's struggled a bit as well when he has attended. He's looking very good so far.
Front of the queue is the P3.
We're watching the shenanigans in the plants category. It's happened, there we go, he passes him on the straight and through he goes. Leading the race for Shelton, and as it stands with Broom in the second place, like I mentioned just a moment ago, as it stands, Matthew Shelton.
I feel like George Russell at the moment.
Championship in super category. Messi Kruger,
Pittas, car number 28, is leading the race.
Latte and Mark Baker side by side. This is the 3rd place.
The gap in front is now 1.2. P28, we estimate 3 laps of fuel left.
At the moment. It continues on, and it has continued for many, many laps so far. Let's go back to still close between Gaz Williams, Aaron Bamford and Jamie Dory. Back there we've also got Ben Bailiff, Mike Barber and Stefan Metzels. Jamie Dory pokes out the slipstream but doesn't get it to the inside of Ben Bailiff. Ben McCluskey is not too far behind this battle as well, but on a track like this it's so difficult on these long straights to gain on coming from front, particularly when they've got a big trail of slipstream right ahead of them.
Yeah, Gather's definitely running.
5 cars ahead of him, towing him down straight. He's able to save a lot of fuel from that as well.
I think Gather's also trying to go long.
Ben McCluskey able to sit there.
I don't think I'll be able to, but
Extend his step by a lap. It's an advantage him too much, but it might
like,
be giving it to him later
to
on.
battle the guys going long, I need to get away, you know, and do the lap times I can. But at the moment, I'm like stuck behind him. So
Less fuel in the car, and even less fuel in the car here is a big deal.
The gap ahead is now 1.0 seconds.
Second stop. We'll have to see. We'll have to find out. That's quite a way away. 16 seconds. 17 seconds. Almost. Corey Price. He could well be on his way to being a double endurance winner. Category this season. Very promising at the moment. Our championship leader / winner trying to get points for his team at the moment, I imagine. But Adam Wilson-Weir up in 5th place in the bronze category. Now the way the team's championship works is the points you score for your
there's a slowdown, surely.
yourself in your category contribute to your team's points. So realistically, the best thing you can do for your team is have 3 drivers in your team, 1 in each category, and all 3 of them win the race. But the other thing is driver skills but realistically, it's good to have a driver in each category. And the thing is, with Mission R powered by Mortal, our 2nd place, they led a lot of the championship. They are 2nd in the championship. But Adam Wilson there, who is pretty much a tabletop here at in the bronze category. We've also got George Stone in the silver category. Whereas CS18
fuck you, slow downs.
Category, leading the championship.
can't fucking see the track when I'm so close to someone.
Second place in the gold category. So it's a little bit tricky to work out at the moment which team's doing best right now. I would say CSA Team Rosa have still
Back
got
to
themselves
almost last again.
This big battle here between Matthew Adam, Mark Baker just ahead in the gold category, side by side here between Langford and Gaz Williams. Also back there is Jamie Dory and Mike Barber side by side. Gaz Williams has to tuck back into the slipstream behind the Porsche driver. Jamie Dory is still alongside.
Well, fuck you, Jim.
Mike Barber as we head down the straight here. Gaz Williams pokes out from the slipstream. No, he can't make it work. Whereas Jamie Dory, he hasn't made it work either against Mike Barber. He is still the Quatermass drivers.
P29, this is a bit shit. Come on, make it less shit. Incident in Dunlop chicane. It looks like Lewin. Only 2 laps of fuel left. You'll have to like keep your wits about you, mate.
As we mentioned, but he's a bit
Fuck,
helpless
man.
at the moment
Chicane.
compared to his rival Jack Pettas.
No, I stopped the car to avoid Papa and then Adam got through. Now I'm chasing Andy.
Oh, hang on, we've had
Fucking
an incident
doers.
in the bronze
Anyway, no
category.
damage.
Constantino facing the wrong way. Wesley Lewin recovering himself.
Still no X's.
Constantino heads to the woods.
Ah!
Number 1, that's Wesley Lewin behind.
Still P4.
I'll have Constantino takes a spin. He spins right in front of Wesley Lewin. He stops it just.
The gap to Sauvage ahead is increasing.
Fuck it,
It's
man.
now
Loses Wesley
1.6.
Lewin a lot of time, and Pat Constantino a lot of positions as well. Down to 7th place he goes. Now that music to the ears of Jonathan Berry, who is a long way down the order, 13th at the moment actually, but it helps him in trying to get himself back up the order, give himself more of a chance of that bronze category win. Just looking at the track map there, the bronze category drivers are not too far away actually from the silver category. It's a bit up the road. Bronze category guys doing very well to contend here. As we mentioned, that Adam Wilson goes into 3rd place in the race. He's done so well this season. I think it's actually going to be exciting next season, seeing potentially in the silver category.
The gap to P28 ahead is now 1.7 seconds.
They win their championships. You might see that from Adam Wilson going up into the silver category. Turn your attention to Jeffrey Kruger here, who 2 seasons ago, season 5 of this championship, my first championship commentator. He won the bronze category championship, dominated it in fact, and then straight into silver category for what was last season, season 6, straight on it. He could have been, without bad luck, a championship contender. He's been championship leader for the majority of this season, as a contender for this final round. So far it's not going very well for him, but he has got the positions he
Rice, car number 33, is now leading.
Now with Shepton leading, Kruger needs to get himself into 4th position. 4th position in category is just 1.4 seconds up the road, as you can see there from the back box. He's got Mark Baker and back marker Ben Altry in gold category in his way. If he can get into that 4th place spot, that's what he needs, and it is in sight for Jeff Kruger. It wasn't looking so good for him not too long ago. Exciting stuff here.
The gap to Sauvage ahead is increasing. It's now 2.4 seconds.
While we were looking away there, Aaron Lusky's got his way past Stephen Wessels. This might have something to do with it, but this will put the championship all the more in favour of Lusky. This is Wessels in between 2 drivers.
You need to slow down a bit if you don't want a penalty.
At some point, Ben McCluskey is going to pass actually. So it's there we go, Stefan Wessels has pulled over to the side of the track there. It might be in a slow down penalty.
You've only got enough fuel for this lap. That lap time was 4:02.1 seconds.
I just went
Two championship rivals, it's now 3 wide.
3 wide down the middle, splitting 2 cars, overtaking him before a corner.
Wessels, he's back in front of the Plastic won't mind that too much, he just knows he needs to finish within 5 positions of him. And he wins the championship, so he wasn't going to be too
There's an incident in Tetra Rouge. Looks like it's Lewin. Roney is getting closer. The gap's now 5.9 seconds. He's quicker than you into the second Ford chicane.
Nose to tail between them. Langford heading them. Gaswood into the second, Mike Barber third of them, and Jamie Dory back. Austin Lewin has had an incident here.
The gap in front is now 2.3 seconds.
Still leading this race is Steve Gravelia, but at this point I would say he's being caught little by little by Mark Sykes. So you're in second place. He's now within 5 seconds of Steve Gravelia. Mark Sykes hasn't won a race yet this season in bronze category. A little bit of pressure potentially.
Langford, car number 25, he's leading the race.
In third position. Could be an interesting fight for this top 3 in the silver category. Paul Manners passes Ian Manners. A bit wide there goes Paul Williams. Kicks up a load of dust onto the track, and Ian Manners is going to fight back. He's started for 9th place in silvers. Ian Manners probably left to go for a move. Front of the gold category now 20 seconds clear. He's lapping 2 seconds a lap quicker than the other drivers in gold category, which is extraordinary.
Okay, Elvis, this lap, in this lap.
On that last lap, actually, Jack It's 20 seconds clear. It's incredible driving from Dutch drivers. Still.
The gap to Sauvage ahead is now 2.8 seconds.
Hanging on there as well, and Ben Bennyworth. Quite a long trail of cars from third back to 9th place at the moment.
I need these pockets to get split up a bit so I can actually do some overtakes.
Front of the category, just ahead of Phil Google, you see here. There. That's even an attempt to save fuel or slow that down. That's not enough to slow down penalty. He's trying to save fuel. There will be a couple of drivers trying that tonight just to make sure that they pass over the threshold of being able to take their cars to the end on a 2-stop. Do seem to remember from season 5 there are a lot of incidents in the final 5 minutes of the race. So we see the same against that. This is about third. Latte at the front of them with Adam.
Look out for the pit speed limit. Box in 280 metres. We'll need to stop again.
He's trying to get a race out of tonight. He's getting his elbows out.
100 metres.
Matthew Addy and Latte at the moment.
50 metres.
Simon Hunt is in the pits right now. Nothing in our ears.
Right front, 89%. Rear left, 94.
Another scheduled pit stop for Simon Hunt and Elwin Sykes, season 6 bronze category champion, to let go of that trophy tonight. Stefan Wessels in gold category is making his way past, has made his way past Jamie Dory. Here we go, Wessels is really powering it down now, trying to make some places and gap himself from Ben McCluskey. It'd be if Wessels can get to the front of this pack, he'll have to, McCluskey will have to start worrying. Once into third place, Wessels can't really do much more than that.
He takes it, it's clear.
See on the track now just how
Your tyres are cold, watch out.
Very satisfying when you get it right. See how quickly Wessels will try and move through here.
Stop and hold empty car 12.
New fastest lap for Price, 3:56. Okay, Elvis, your refuel window will open on lap 21. It'll end on lap 21.
Start the race with.
The next car is Hunt, car number 073, A license, and their rating is 1.6.
That's surely going to be a slowdown. That's surely going to be a slowdown.
Because it is a track where you've got the right foot
Oh,
down for
but that's going to slow down.
I
need to get past this house.
Sitting behind another driver, very, very helpful. Of course, 8500 was last weekend, and we heard a lot about that, about sticking behind another driver and saving fuel, easing off the throttle early. That's what they'll be doing on tracks such as this. With it not being a 24-hour race, with it being a 2-hour race, it's not as many pit stops. Therefore, you've got to get your fuel saving done straight away. Of course, the real life Lemans is rolling around very, very soon. It's going to be very exciting to watch. Particularly with the regular wet field, such as the inform Alpines. Watching them, see how they do in the long this time around. Thus, this is the 10th round we're done with after tonight. Season 8 is in the works.
Michael is reading you in. The gap's now 3.2 seconds.
Once into next season's calendar. Put my votes in. Not my one part, not Summit Points. But yeah, I put my vote in as well for some tracks that could appear for next season.
Oh, fuck Barber. What a chop. He drove straight to the back of me and spun himself. If you pinch someone, right, then surely you must leave them space.
Yeah.
Like, you can't expect to pinch someone and have the same corner speed. So I went around him on the chicane, so I was obviously tight on the second corner of the chicane, and he still turned towards the apex, and I just understeered like a mother. And then coming to the end of the Molton, he was on my outside, the tight right-hander, and then he gave me the thing, but I was on the inside, so I had to brake a bit more and turn a bit tighter. And he just drove in. He obviously went a bit wider at a better mid corner, but I was there. He just drove into the back of me and he spun around.
Now Wessels moves into 5th place and Ben McCluskey into 7th place. And the teammate as well, which could be helpful for McCluskey. Steph Wessels moves up more places, running out of places to gain. Far clear of Ben McCluskey.
Fastest lap for Price, 3:55.9.
slow down for both of
two
these.
of them last time out at Rossport, and that really did put a cat amongst the pigeons with some of the drivers having to head into the pits during the fourth course portion. Some of them opted not to. As we found out, it was definitely the right thing to do because you lose a lot less time in the pits to do green flag running. Anything like that on a track like this can be
Michael is closing the gap. It's now 2.1 seconds. B29.
It takes something quite major for that to happen. Checking in on other categories here. Let's go to the silver category.
So basically I caught him out because they keep on lifting at the 300 or the 200, and then the queue kind of just stays the same because everyone lifts, and because no one is close enough to overtake, but everyone keeps on lifting there, and then I kept it pinned. So before the normal braking zone I was past him already, but I was on the outside, so there was a bit less grip, so I went wide but still kept it within track. And then when I started to take the right hand turn, I circled to get any traction or any understeer a bit.
So is it rolling around trying to stop a three-stop race? That's what I'm wondering. A couple of drivers rolling the dice already. That does put Kruger up at second place. I wouldn't say that's a net second place just yet. To find out, as the laps tick by, what drivers are going to stick out. It's looking very cloudy.
A whole bunch of cars in front of me just pitted.
So that's interesting. They might be splitting the straight, not going full 80 and they might do 60-60.
Michael, it's getting closer. The gap's
Might
now
not be a bad
1.1
idea to
seconds.
just offset yourself a little bit.
Be a relief to some of the drives. Wouldn't it just be great? Round the lap, it starts raining.
We need to get back the time gained.
I won't put early and go 80-80. I need to get past these upstairs. They're going for the long run, too slow.
B30, come on mate, we really need to get the hammer down now.
Banging in the lap times, having fun out there clearly.
Clear on the right side.
Wilkins. That will be for overall position, but it will do nothing to their category positions. Wilkins, penalty putting on, which will put back far in the order. Backing on God's category, the gap is coming down between Stephen Cuvelia and Mark Sykes in second place in the God's category. Coming down very slowly, but it's coming down. Last lap. Gap of nearly a second between Cuvelia and Mark Sykes.
The gap in front is now 0.7.
Mark Sykes is the fastest lap of the race. Check that.
Alright, Alvis, the next car is Michael, car number 37, B licence.
Just going to get 2 bonus points.
keep on having to turn in earlier than the car in front of me to see the apex.
16 that there are this season.
But that means
Into neutrals.
no, it means I'm compromising the exit every time.
Could use a nice VSC now.
There's an incident in. What's your curse? You think it might be Bean?
Bean went off.
Who? McCluskey.
Altria.
Oh, that.
There's an incident in. First Ford chicane. Looks like it's Bean.
Way too early.
Bean.
I should have
Pitting
said
from
that I'm being way
8:32.
too nice
I think
to
he'll
these
come out
guys
just in
with
front of you.
crap
Bean behind is pitting now.
Rear end just completely let you go on him there.
Where you running now, Jeff?
Behind Sheraton.
And Stone
I think
behind you,
B2.
eh?
Hey?
Stone behind you.
Barker.
Okay,
Baker.
but you're ahead of Stone. But that's fine. Cheverton P1, you P2.
I think so, yeah. But two guys in between us pitted. So, interesting. And I think he was one of them, Stone.
B31, come on man, if somebody fucks up in front, we need to be able to take advantage. Gap to Michael ahead is increasing.
That's
It's
gonna
now
be slow
2.4 seconds.
Just to risk it to overtake someone into the last chicane, eh? Unless you're already next to them. Okay, so now it's going to be interesting to see who saved fuel or not, and if they saved enough at the end of this lap who quits.
Sheraton might well be a repeat winner in the silver category tonight because he goes for the championship. He's looking a little bit slim, his chance at the moment with Krieger.
The gap to Michael ahead is now 1.8 seconds.
Nevertheless, Sheraton hasn't won an endurance round yet this season. This could be his first.
I think he's still telling me to put in 80 litres.
Yeah, 80, and then you're going to have to pit again. But if you go 60-60, you'll jump the people at the stop now, but you'll stop shorter, and then you've got free air to do your own race. You know what I mean?
That's
I
what
think
meant
so.
earlier, yeah.
I'm going to do
Okay.
64. Okay, but in your second stop, you're going to have to, you're going to have a longer stop. In your second stop, you'll have a longer stop. But if you've got pace on the open, when you got 80 litres and you go 60 litres, for instance, you're going to have pace on him now to try and make a gap. And the Mustang will make a longer stop than you. It needs more fuel. So I'm going to do 60 litres because 60 litres will cover new tires. And then when I do the fill up at the end, I'm not going to do new tires.
think that's a good way to go.
He's been Mr. Consistent.
Well, you'll be quicker now and less traffic, so it depends if you want to sit in Cheverton, slip all the way to the end and then save a bit of fuel and undercut them in the last stop, or would you rather race your own race?
He might be racing someone who's time.
You don't need to beat him, but is he making you faster? Let me put it that way.
Yeah, I definitely need to be in a slip. Now by myself and just hacking.
But then do what he does. Mimic him. And what you do then is you try and save more fuel. If you is slip, save more fuel. So at the pit stop, you can get past him.
Okay. I'll keep 80 litres then.
Come all the more clear.
I'm gonna do 60 because these guys are going. I think they might do an extra lap to me, but I don't think that's going to be enough for them to. You basically need to go 3 laps. Use 7 litres of fuel a lap. You need to be able to go 2 laps long. So Benji is going to go to the end. The rest I don't think will make it. They might go a lap longer in this thing, but
Price is pitting. Pitters. Car number 28 is now leading.
Harry is having some brain fart here, making us slow. So all that these oaks are doing now is they're fuel saving, but not enough to. Yo, I almost did another lap. I was on 1.92. I'm just short of another lap. I could have actually saved a bit more and made it.
Gap to Sauvage ahead is now 9.8 seconds.
But I don't think one more lap was gonna would have made me.
As he rolls the dice, he's heading towards the pits.
You would still be short.
So I think he's rolling around to second pit stop of the night.
Basically, I think everyone that didn't make the first long lap like Benji did, he's going to be screwed today.
On a little bit longer, as you can see there, but the amount longer makes sense. I do think this will end up being a 3-stop race. There'll be another stop later on. Normally there's 2 stops in these rounds. Like I said, Lemans uses fuel.
Now Barber did my strat now. This is going to fuck up my whole strat. Came out of the pits and the Lambos ahead of me. Desi Wilkins overtook me at the exit.
Okay, Elvis, the next car is car number 040, and their rating is 1.0.
When you see him back up, potentially, with Shepton and Kruger. So it's going to be interesting to see here if Shepton gets himself in front of Phil Kruger. He's getting his wheel already pointed to the left, ready to exit the pits. Going through the chicane right now.
Lewin is pitting from position 24. We think he'll come out just behind you.
Now Kruger's Phil McDougall's going to pass by. He's going to definitely pass Kruger. Does he pass Shepton? No, he doesn't. Phil McDougall is back in front. So there we go. Undercut there for McDougall has worked, but is it going to work out for him later on in this race? We'll have to see. Kruger is back back out, right behind Mark Baker, but he's getting an immediate undercut out of
The gap to B28 ahead is increasing. It's now 10 seconds.
Completed that move, and that's going to see him in net third place.
Gaither ahead is pitting.
Again, Matthew Addy and George Stone right at the back of this pack as well. They're looking to get involved as well. George Stone, he'll definitely be keen to try and get up towards Ruby.
B29. Okay, Elvis, that's good consistency.
Yeah, we might go tonight,
That's
but we
half
won't
distance.
get rain.
Should be about 5 laps of fuel left.
No rain. Yeah, this Lambo is quick out of the corner, but he's also an empty fuel, and I've got a full, not a full tank, but
through goes Matthew Addy. Fifth place is his. Ben Altria goes off the track there. Ben Altria is just getting involved in this battle. His back mark there.
The car in front of us is now Lewin, car number 79, A licence, and their rating is 1.7.
this is the worst car I could have gotten stuck behind because he's running a completely
The leader,
opposite strat.
Langford, is pitting. McCluskey, car number 1, is now in the lead.
That McCluskey is going to go to the end.
Leader is gapping a little bit. This is his time to try and pull away. So we're seeing the gold category drivers now heading into the pits. As predicted, Lusky continues on. He saved an additional lap of fuel. That will be beneficial.
Okay, Elvis, you've got half your fuel left.
This is Langford. Williams, Dawn, Benworth. Roy Price sitting around the final corner now. He'll retake the lead, and that's how far clear of the lead he was. Within the drivers getting into pits, he's heading back past them. In the bronze category, however, John Berry leads this race, but that's not met the race leader. He will need to take a second scheduled stop soon enough. Berry is still the net leader of the bronze category, just over 4 seconds clear of Mark Sykes. Adam Wilson there, not too far behind, a few seconds back. He's got a lot of time to make up to try and contend for first spot in the bronze category. Championship elect Ben Lusky.
The gap to Lewin ahead is increasing. It's now 7.3.
Playing the championship, and admittedly it's a round that is quite difficult to gain places, get the advantage on drivers through just big corner speed. It's not one of those tracks where that comes into play. He's doing it all he needs to do, that's what he's done. The last 2 seasons, last season was a bit easier for him in the sense that he won the championship one round, or he won it in the sprint race of round 9, I seem to remember. So in addition to 2 races remaining, he won it. This season he's been kept very honest at the start of the season, particularly by Lucas Seagull, and from the midpoint onwards, the Stefan Wessels.
The gap to B26 ahead is increasing. It's now 7.8.
It's not looking so good for Matthew Shepton. First place is driven a great
Porsche's got no pace where it's not in the slip, eh?
Yo, donkey.
At least I'm chasing a Porsche and I've got a Porsche behind me, so it's all fair and love and war.
Back into the top spot and has driven a great race.
Lucky.
These last 2 rounds in particular, 4 Shepton have been very, very good. And of course, last week we got the double feature and the sprint race at Moscow.
You've got about 4 laps of fuel left. B27. That lap was a 4:03.7 seconds.
Top category in the Nxtgen. It was a very good week for him last week.
Then you will fit this left and then you'll go to the end.
Holding the lead right now in this race. Kruger, as things stand, has done enough. Equally as much as he's got himself into third place and got himself into championship winning territory, he can lose it as quickly because not too far behind other drivers. You all have something to fight for in this race. Matthew Audi is trying to defend third in the championship.
The leader, McCluskey, is pitting. Price, car number 33, is now leading.
Switch back to Ben McCluskey here. Is he heading to the pit lane? Yes, he does. He did save an additional lap again on his rivals.
The gap to B26 ahead is increasing. It's now 9.0.
Real hit. See where he heads out relative to Wessels and Langford on our time screen on the left there. So we've got to keep an eye on. Wessels is here, not too far behind Jack Littas. So Littas hasn't had a very good round of stops there. Now under some pressure from Stefan Wessels. Wessels is a long way clear of Langford, so I just wonder if Wessels has actually taken on a bit less speed. Trying to do this and sell it on the other drivers. Himself further up the pack and risk taking a longer pit stop for the third stop. I wonder if that's what he's trying to do now. He's much closer to Jack Littas. Cluskey's still in his box. Still waiting. Wessels will inevitably pass by. I reckon that needs down soon. Just taking on a bit less fuel than that last stop. So, Cluskey rejoins. He's behind Dory in front of his teammate Gaz Williams. Gaz Williams going for fourth in the championship tonight. So far he's not gone to play with Jack Littas well up the road. Now he's under a bit of trouble from Stefan Wessels. Takes the outside, head down.
Don't re-dive me now. Follow me. Stay with me. Let's go.
10 seconds.
Wessels can move here. This will be for second place. Later on the brakes as well, so through he goes. That might go deep down. He might get Wessels back. I think Wessels has done this to get clear of the pack behind. I think that is what he's done. He's trying to do this to get himself some clean laps. He has divvied up a little bit in this one.
That's it. Let's go. Stay with me.
Jamie Dory has fallen back. The Nxtgen drives the trio here of Dory, Cluskey and Williams. Too much work to go from this point. Remains to be seen. Interesting tactics coming to play here at the final round of the championship.
The gap to B26 ahead is increasing. It's now 10
It's
seconds.
virtually impossible to
Got
shake
about 3
someone,
laps
eh?
of fuel left. That last
They
one was
can't.
at 4.
By any means.
It's actually like not actually a great track in GT3, to be honest.
Nah, it's so boring.
He's trying to make his way up into
Alright,
fourth
Elvis,
place.
the next car is Berry, car number 096, and their rating is 1.2.
Trying to fight back. Really huge changes to be able to fight back. Still side by side between Stone and Baker heading out of the corner. So close between them, getting a little bit close beside each other, and they do again there. Who's the latest breakers heading into the chicane? That's going to be the more important one. Baker wasn't late enough on the brakes, Stone was able to get it to the apex quick enough. Rather than position. Now look who's come back into this battle here. It's Alan Kane here. Don't know what his pit strategy is looking like. In fact, let's just have a quick look. So we know when it's
incident in Mitchell and chicane. It looks like Hunt.
He's on a similar strategy to the other drive around him. Matthew Addy's the one who did it much earlier of these, so he's on a bit of an alternate strategy. He'll have to come in earlier and he'll have to get the tank more filled up.
The gap to Berry ahead is increasing. It's now 1.8.
It's good to see. We haven't seen him for much of the race, and he's now in this battle.
There's an incident in PlayStation chicane. Looks like it's Gaither.
Back in with this soon. Once category still holding the lead is Belia. Mark Sykes not too far behind here. He's away clear of Wilson Weir at the moment. Have Constantino here. He's definitely in good position to try and get second in the championship. He needed to finish above Robert Savage by at least 2 places, which he has done at the moment. So as it stands, he finished above Robert Savage by 1 point. Compared to Berry. An additional few places which I think he has done.
It'll be interesting to see where I come out with Benji and how fast Benji is at the end, because he's going to also be fuel saving like a mother. So he won't be able to defend too much.
Plenty of the race left to go to find out what happens. Fourth place in the silver category. Helping this team, which now powered by Lords, try and secure.
You'll need to slow down if you don't want a penalty.
The CSA team Rosa at the moment, piloted by Jeffrey Kruger, who's third place in silver category. Stefan Wessels, who's in second place. I don't know where he'll end up after the next round of pit stops. Remains to be seen.
Only 2 more laps of fuel.
Back here, we're seeing Glusky alongside and got his nose in front of Jamie Dory. There we go. Glusky's in 5th place. And that puts him back into championship win.
The gap to Berry ahead is increasing. It's now 4.4.
Clear track ahead of him now. Really getting some clean left. Clearly, with Corey Price at the front, running away a little bit. Clearly, being on your own is quite an advantage here. Strange to say. See what laps the cluster can get in. Yes. In this race, put himself into 56s. Other drivers in category, with the exception of Corey Price, have stayed in 57s and doesn't pace right now. We'll see laps on his own, how much quicker he can go. Russell's on his last lap with a 57.4, which was approximately 4.5 tenths slower than Corey Price. Idea of who's won. Three championships instead of which is a gold category containing between Plusky and Wessels, but there's also 4th place.
The gap to Berry ahead is now
Yeah, Benji's not saving anymore. That must mean
Silver category 1st and 2nd, 4th and 3rd and 4th.
he can't make it to the end. But he did a 0.1 slower lap than like 0.0, like a tenth slower than me, and I'm going as fast as I can.
Running out of laps, they are running out of time. Still, there is time. There's still one more stop. That's what I think we've been seeing.
Thanks, I just got to slow down, so I'm still P3 is up for grabs here. I'm not breaking the chicanes. My timing through the chicanes is
Okay, Elvis. Window
all this draft, driving in the draft, it's really
on exit. We should be in position.
fucked
33.
up my timing through the chicanes and stuff.
Similar strategy to Vessels. Vessels definitely in the box with a lot less time.
This is the last lap of fuel.
But if Benji can't make it to the end, he's literally going to have to be stationary for like a second.
The gap ahead is now 7.0 seconds.
Wessels there, not much quicker than fourth of Langford and Wessels just behind, but 3 seconds quicker than Jack Pittas on that last lap. So Pittas is struggling at the moment. He's now falling into the clutches of his teammate Aaron Langford just behind. And doing so, that's going to put him in a little bit of danger from Gaz Williams here. He's trying to get up towards Jack Pittas. He's looking a bit quick.
P26.
Half an hour to an hour ago.
I'm not going fast enough on low fuel.
Trio of Williams, Pittas and Ben Elshire most likely to take fourth from the champions. At the moment that's Pittas, but not too far away is Gaz Williams.
The gap to P26 ahead is now 7.4 seconds.
Silver category, just behind him, as you can see. Little spill, he's far behind. But Shepton would just be keeping an eye on the relative, keeping an eye on the standings. Hoping Kruger can fall down a few positions. So as it stands, Kruger has the silver category championship in his hands. It's quite a way clear now of George Stone and Mark Baker behind. Kruger, who only 2 seasons ago won the bronze category championship. So, who knows? Season 9 might be the gold championship if that trade continues. But being serious has been the driver. That's
Coming to the pits at the end of this lap. Box this lap.
this will be a more full race if you get this done. Check back in on bronze category. It is getting close, real close between Rebellion and Sykes behind. Sykes is definitely the quicker. Two, who's setting his personal best on that last lap, getting into a 3:59.17. I think is not, it's just about not the fastest time in the bronze category. It's on data, it's in 14 points, that's the quickest time in the bronze category right now, and therefore Alex Stans takes the 2 bonus points.
gap to Berry ahead is increasing. It's now 8.2 seconds.
Not too far behind 1 and 2 is Adam Wilson. He's gunning for his 9th win of the season. He isn't that far away from starting to collect that.
There's an incident in the first Ford chicane. It looks like a hunt. Watch your speed limit in the pits. Okay, Elvis, we'll fuel you to the end of the race.
Just look here as Alan Kane taking a position away from Matthew Addy. This isn't looking good for Matthew Addy.
100 metres.
2/3 in the championship.
50 metres.
Just trying to do the maths quickly here. 1, 2. Yeah, by the looks of it, as
Front right, 90%. Rear left, 94. Sam behind is pitting.
Phil McDougall.
This last stop, we're not going to change tyres, right?
Third
No.
in the championship right
The
now.
tires are still at like
Right now,
90%
he's
after
riding
a
very
stint,
good
so
race.
no.
Now remember back to the last
No need
endurance
to.
round at
Or what if
Bathurst,
my tire
he
is
won that
89?
round in
Yeah, so no
Bathurst.
need to change.
He did that with brilliant
And you're not
battling,
going to
brilliant
you're
pace
not going to
up
add
against
enough fuel
Matthew Cheverton and Jeffrey
Yeah.
Kruger,
to
bringing that
warrant a
round
tire
into
change.
rounds. Well, he's showing what he can do in these long races. Completely different medium of racing, endurance racing. Completely different. Sprint racing, endurance racing, completely different kettle of fish. I myself prefer
There's a
endurance
car
racing.
approaching. Stay behind the white line.
They do. It might be that Google is one of them. And after the race, ladies and gentlemen, in just over half an hour time, we'll clarify the championship standings, hopefully reveal to us as soon as possible. So we can do so from working very hard behind the scenes here at Nxtgen Racing.
I should be in the 56s on this field that I'm running now, but I just can't get lap time out of this car. I don't know what I'm doing wrong.
The car in front of us is Michael, car number 37, B licence.
Watson's in and out the race.
The gap to B31 in front is now 1.9.
Google's got one eye on the standings, the positions where the driver is, and one eye on Sheraton in front, just trying to stay with him, just trying to keep him honest. And if Phil McDougall has to roll the dice and go for first place, if he has to move further up, then he will have to do so.
Okay, well, if you pull over, then let me go. Thank you.
Just needs to finish 4 places clear of Matthew Addy. Which is, at the moment, but if Matthew Addy moves past Matt Baker, that's when the Google will have to start running. So just
Martin Evans.
himself. Matthew Addy is back past Alan Kane to them swapping places.
The gap to Sam behind is now 1.6 seconds.
Finishing 6th place for himself, scoring 25 points. He's been swapping places recently. Right now, between them, still for the move into third in the championship. Does need to move more places. Back to the goals category with Stefan Wessels here, not gaining on Corey Price, and mind you, Corey Price, barring any big mistakes or any drama, has really got Quinn in his hands here in this race. Stefan Wessels is trying to do different things to try and hit off his rival Muskie. Back there in 5th place. Really said at the start is if Muskie can secure 5th position in the lineup, he's got this champion sewn up in 1st place. Might well be out of bounds for
Incident in the 2nd Ford chicane. We think it might be Michael. B28. Okay, Elvis. The next car is Hunt, car number 073. A license, and their rating is 1.6. There's an incident in the 1st Ford chicane. Looks like it's Gaither.
Sykes is caught up to Valia. And he's definitely quicker too. The last lap by Sykes was nearly a second quicker than Steve. But one thing passing is another, and then keeping it is another. As we head down to the hairpin, the Valia moves across the track. Breaking point from Mark Sykes. As we've seen, the majority of the racing is very difficult to drive.
Fuck, I get myself to slow down. Off that ball, the fucking gap.
He's going to move alongside Bavaria. He's passed, I think he's passed already.
2nd.
Yes, he has. Bavaria has to tuck back in behind, so Mark Sykes takes the lead of the bronze category.
Just all the hard work.
Are going for their one and only win in the category this season. Very late on the brakes there, he has to run a little bit wide, heading through Indianapolis 2. He drops back a little bit from Mark Sykes. Back here, we've got Adam Wilson-Weir, who really isn't going to give up on trying to get another win this season. He himself will probably be preparing for silver category next season. One last winning bronze category.
B29 is gaining on you. The gap's now 2.6 seconds. He's faster than you, entering PlayStation chicane.
Matthew Shepton carries on. There we go, the final load of pit stops rolling around. I do wonder if there's drivers up there that probably thought they could get to the end here. I'm not too sure if it's actually possible.
The fuel calculations are currently the race is going to go to lap 29.9, so there's one extra lap. It either goes a little bit quicker, it's going to go to lap 30.
So I have a factor of safety, or?
Yeah, but the factor of safety is 8 liters.
I know.
If I want to get my position, I can't have a factor of safety, but at the same time, I have to pit now, so
yeah, the times are rapidly coming down.
I'm just going to put in 4 arms and that laps are left. I'm not going to overfuel. I always end up with too many.
Now the tanks are getting a little bit empty. But also the track's going to be getting a little bit cooler as well as it moves later on into the day. We're around about sunset at the moment.
I'm going to catch Sammy. Oh, it's giving me a really good pass.
Temperature's cooling on the track. Trying to get quick there as the tanks so, we've got Phil McDougall to keep an eye on in comparison to Matthew Shepton.
Michael is reeling you in. The gap's now 1.6.
Category. 10 cars in a row here, headed by Pittas in front, third, Langford second, Muskie in middle, Rory.
Alright, Elvis, relax, focus, keep it smooth. B27, that was a 4:02.
Porsche curves. Muskie getting close up to the rear of Langford. Muskie now is the done that stint, his final stint here, we've seen into the rest of the race.
I might get out before the back marker.
Interesting to see how many more laps McCluskey can go. McCluskey will need to take on less fuel when he gets into the box later on. That might be beneficial for him. But Steph Russell's at the front has been putting in some blistering lap times. So he leaves the pits now. That puts us still in the pits. Russell's heads out on the track. We've seen pit lane for the last time tonight. Jack Pittas is still in the box.
This is honestly the first race where I like willingly not went for the safe fuel, I went for the underdog fuel. I have like fucked up fueling and I have too little fuel, but this is the first time I've actually done this. The nice thing with the splash and dash is your tires would have cooled down a little bit, but because you didn't change them, they don't actually need warm up. They actually you've got more grip coming out of the pit.
Oh, because they cool down to back to the window.
Yep, correct.
We're seeing Harry Langford getting real close to the rear of McCluskey there. McCluskey moves through into third place on the road right now. That was McCluskey Eagleson getting done out of the chicane, down straight.
That's 20 minutes to go.
As well. Let's look at this. Jamie Dory's now on the outside. Oh, and he's going to get by Langford here on the brake potentially, but Langford fights back on the inside. Oh, and wide down goes McCluskey, and a big shunt up the rear there from Langford to get McCluskey moving again. Now they'll be losing time here. From Wessel squabbling with one another, but McCluskey seems insistent that he wants to be at the front here. But a big mistake taking out the Mulsanne corner there for McCluskey. See him lose a little bit of time. Jazz Williams at the back of his pack as well. There's a little bit of NASCAR
gaining on you. The gap is now 0.30. They're faster than us into PlayStation chicane.
Car to your right. Clear on your right.
When will be crunch time for these drivers to get into the pace?
The guy in front is Michael, car number 37, B license.
2.7 seconds behind the race leader. He's only 1 second behind Stephen Corvelli for second place.
Still running P2.
Yeah, well, Sheraton actually stopped, so I think I'm leading.
Okay.
But yeah.
But it's fine, that's all you need, bro. If you
I was
get a
P3 actually.
Okay, but if you get podium and I get podium, we should be sorted for teams as well, eh?
Okay, Elvis, the next car is Hunt, car number
interesting strat happening in front of me here, so I went down for literally the last lap or two. What's happening here?
Yeah, everyone's trying something a little different.
You guys are pitted already.
Yeah.
One more lap for me, then I'm pitting.
The gap to Hunt ahead is increasing. It's now 17 seconds.
My last two stints I did both 55.
Yeah, I just did 60 to make sure I've got enough for the tires.
Yeah, that's why I did 55, 55 and get new tires both stints.
Your tire or
See how Jamie Dory gets on. Stephen Messel's passed by. All that squabbling there really did lose some time. Jamie Dory's back out on the track. Stephen Messel's is going to be some way clear here. Jack Pittas has only just exited the chicane where Jamie Dory is clear. Ben Benioff is clear of him as well. So Jack Pittas in the pits might well have lost fourth in the championship. He had had it in his hands until he went in the pits, but along the
You need to
stop,
slow down to
might
give
have
back
been
the
a
time
mistake
gained.
calculating the fuel. Might have been one button not unclicked on his black box. Might have been anything like that that could have caused him to have a long stop. Big trouble for him when it comes to fourth in the championship now. Gaz Williams in the advantage of that now. It's quite a bit of time back, but look at this, Langford and McCluskey working together here. Langford pushing McCluskey down all of the straights here. Now, they'll be looking at the relatives, they'll be looking at the standings, and they'll know that Wessels has got a big jump on Jamie Dory. It's a near 9-second gap between Wessels and Jamie Dory right now.
The gap to Hunt ahead is increasing. It's now 18 seconds.
Langford knows that he can't go for much more than third place unless something major happens to Stefan Wessels. He's trying to keep himself ahead of Gasper, ahead of Jack Witters, just to keep third place in his hands. 16 minutes left of this race. We've still got silver category drivers to await into the pits. Kruger is one of them. Championship winner-elect. Might be less than 16 minutes away from being silver category champion. Alan McCain here, second place in silver category. Out of nowhere, he's coming into this race in the silver category.
The leader, Price, is pitting. McCluskey, car number 1, is leading the race.
Silver category. He's quite a way clear of Phil McDougall now. So he's somewhat in the clear here for a race win, but he's not looking good.
15 minutes remaining, 15 minutes to go.
It's his Corey Price, race leader of the gold category. He was star-like figure tonight. Real fast laps. Opened up that huge lead in the opening stint of the race.
As long as I've got 4 laps of juice by the end,
B26, you've just done a
this lap, I'm happy.
4:03.4 seconds.
Get this going, keep this going for an extra lap on Langford and Williams. In all the both category, in fact. First stint. Let's see if we can do so. Keeps going, so does Langford, so does Gaz Williams. It's quite cloudy above us and it's getting quite dark now, that's why it's getting a little bit dark on the screen as I guess. No threat of rain from what I'm told. But, this is right to 2-1. Mike Barber is in the pits. Trying to push Klusky along as much as he can. The silver category to await next. The bronze category eventually Steve Gavelia. The bronze category has taken his stop. Mark Sykes and Wilson Weir is still out there. Wilson Weir is nearly within a second of the race leader. It could be that Alden Wilson Weir is still in with a chance of winning this race tonight. What a way to celebrate winning the championship tonight. They've done so last week as well. Celebrate with another engaged win tonight. You can do that. Now, Jeffrey Kruger is in the pits. Kruger, he hasn't really got much chance of winning the race tonight, but the championship will lie very much in these pit stops right here. If he can get himself back out in front of Ian Manners, Mark Baker, that's good news for Jeffrey Kruger. Alan McCain is in the pits as well. This is a big moment in the silver category. Here comes Matthew Shepard. He'll retake the lead in the race. There's something for him at least. That's Kruger he goes. Kruger's heading out the pits now. Shepard passes by. Phil McDougall is heading towards the exit here, but Kruger might not be able to get out in front of McDougall. Oh, it's going to be close. It's going to be close. McDougall's going to try to the inside of Kruger. Kruger doesn't fight too much. He's just behind second place here. Kruger rejoins in third. Alan McKay rejoins the track. He's in 4th place, just ahead of Ian Manners and Mark Baker. Matthew Yaddy is down here in 7th place. Now, even if Phil McDougall drops to 3rd,
I think a pit stop is about...
You've used half your fuel.
With their fuel, probably about 35 seconds or so total.
Phil McDougall will finish 3rd in the
32 seconds ahead of me for P3.
Are you alive?
Pay attention to track limits. Please, Elvis.
In the bronze category, they've pitted as well. Sykes still in front. Now, he's actually opened up a gap to Adam Wilson here. Wilson here
Blue flag.
in the pit lane for a bit longer, and in fact, a long way clear in the pit lane as well. 5 seconds quicker in the pit lane.
Sort of zoning out, sort of thinking of them at the spot of the track.
Now, Mark Sykes' times in the pits were comparable to other drivers up ahead, particularly like to Shepard and Kruger. Adam Wilson here has been in the box a bit longer, so has Steve Gravelli, so that didn't help him either.
But you that dropped all the dirty by the Porsche curve.
Yeah, it's me. Thank you.
Final 11 minutes. As we head into the final moments of this race. Big opportunity here to say thank you to everyone who's watched this season. Fantastic.
B28 is closing you down. The gap has come down to 6.1 seconds. 10 minutes to go. That's 10 minutes left.
Race directors do this live as well.
Yeah, P4.
Penalties calling for those warships. Big show they run here at Nxtgen Racing. It's close to the real thing as you can get. As you do with sim racing. That is why Nxtgen is the real sim racing. Big thank you should go out to everyone watching and everyone taking part in this championship as what season we've had. Now, then the Plusky has really extended this stint.
Oh, I gave myself a slow down. What a dumb boost. Right when I didn't need
Langford's
it.
doing well as well. Now Langford's sitting right behind the Plusky here.
Yes, this is going to put Harry on my ass at the pit stop.
Fuel saving. Pushing the Plusky down the straight. So the Plusky
Lastlapdramas.com.
let Langford and push him along. Plusky has taken this. But realistically, he could take this to an 11-lap stint. Which means there's only a lap or two he will need to finish this race. Langford will probably need to come in a lap earlier than the Plusky needs. I just wonder if that's what the Plusky is trying to do. He's trying to save enough fuel to get to the end of the race. That might be what he's trying to do here. I don't know if it's going to be possible, but we'll see. Ian Manners is in the pits again. I'm not sure if this is a scheduled stop here.
Harry and Benji are fighting. That's good. Fight, boys, fight.
Manners. Now this is going to be a stop for Ian Manners. He's scheduled. Down a few places. There you go. That's how quick that stop was. He rejoins now. He'll be in 9th place. He's the leader of the bronze category. Seconds quick on that last time around than Adam Wilson Mayer. He's got a lot of time to make up in not much time left in this race, not many laps left in this race. There has been a position swap here between Langford and Plusky. No, might have been a tactical swap. Fuel saving curves.
The Gap 2, B28. Behind is increasing. It's now 8.6.
How many liters do you guys have left?
17.
Okay.
25.
19. 19.
Sean, you did that extra lap. Safety.
For bronze category, second place actually. I'll see if I can look it out on the side here. It's super close between them.
Well, those guys didn't pit, so maybe they did manage to make it to the end.
B27, there's an incident in Tetra Rouge. It looks like a hunt. You've just done a 4:02.
Oh yeah, Langford just came out of the pit. He's just ahead of me. That slowdown cost me. 1.8 seconds ahead of me. That's slowdown.
Have to get full confirmation of points. This race is completed. Might have to do some interviews before we find out. Go. And he's headed back out onto the track in front of Stefan Wessel, so holding on that little bit longer.
I reckon Benji's going to the end.
He's going to see him in front of Wessels here. That's a big moment in this race. Here's Langford leaving the pits. There is Wessels behind.
5 minutes remaining, 5 minutes left.
It hasn't worked out for Wessels. Going for that alternate strategy with gamble. Pitting earlier, try and get some open air. It hasn't worked out in that he's had to take much more fuel in his third stop and he's wasted a lot more time. Langford really only needed a splash and dash just there. But McCluskey here, let's see what happens here.
They're between class, mate.
Let's hope I have enough fuel.
Yeah. Only gonna be 2 laps left after this. No, 1 lap after this.
My immediate thought is no.
I know that feeling.
Wrecking.
Because it's going to be too risky in that the final lap of this race might exceed far beyond 2 hours. But here it is.
Incident in Arnage. You think it might be Lewin?
His third stint. As every other car is on their fourth. In the comments of YouTube, I also think the president needs a 1 lap dash, which is insane.
I wonder if Harry was fuel saving a lot.
See how he gets on.
Put petrol in according to his fuel saving numbers, and now he's
The track
having to
temperature
go
is
a bit slow.
decreasing. It's now 22 Celsius.
You know, but that's the problem.
He's looking back to the silver category here. Phil McDougall real close to Jeffrey Kruger. Kruger, as things stand, has the championship sewn up. And likewise with McCluskey. We'll have to see if McCluskey falls behind.
The gap to B28. Behind is now 10 seconds.
Yo, I almost killed myself. That caught me out.
Enough to lose. Something goes very wrong with McCluskey. This one being his big stop.
That caught me out completely.
Not taking on any tyres. Just taking on a little bit of fuel as Wessels has moved past Langford here into third place. Did that in Indianapolis. How he put it turn. Go back to the question now.
Ah, Benji's pitting. 4th as much when I saw his lap down.
Here it goes. And here comes McCluskey. Will this be the stop?
Yeah, should be.
Yes, it will.
Where's he did well.
2 laps he needs.
Last
Trying, bruh.
2 laps he'll need. Scoring Price has not seen the white flag yet. So, this is going to be interesting. Here's Wessels.
Okay. Benji's out. Fuck. He had a very short stop.
Not out of his box yet, but literally he's going to be here a few seconds. There's Wessels heading through the final part of the final. Next in the pits already is McCluskey. Now he can floor it. Here comes Wessels. I think McCluskey's done enough. Incredible from the champion-elect in gold category. Benji McCluskey is in second place now in this race with some brilliant strategic driving. And I'm actually a little bit gutted he couldn't get it going and keep it going for the whole race. But that, look how close we are to two-stop actually being.
Come Benji, give me the position for team points. I'm flashing him down the straight
here.
here.
We're heading into the final moments of this race now. We've got orders pretty much in order now. At the top here in the gold category, Corey Price, he won in round 3 at Montreal, the first endurance round of the season, and he's on his way to winning again here tonight by 39 seconds. He opened up the majority of that gap.
Hoping it would slow down just enough to give me some slip.
Rapid laps. McCluskey in second place with arguably the best strategic driving tonight. Second place. Stefan Wessels, who went with an ultimate strategy. It was.
Are you going to send me or is he just going to sit there?
Great to see, but he's third place for him at the moment, and he's looking like second place in the championship here. Just behind in the championship as well from the aforementioned. He landed here in fourth place.
Yep.
Yes.
Leading the category of silvers, it's Matthew Cheverton. 15-second lead. He's had a really
How's
good
it feel looking, Jeff?
half an hour off this
Now we're fine.
race.
Yeah, I should make it, eh? Got 7 liters.
Yeah, I've got 4.
Okay. P3 in class.
I'm P3 in class. I've got Harry. Like, he could pass me if he wants to, but I don't know if he's just being nice to me. Whoa, Benji just DC'd.
Damn.
What? McCluskey just DC'd. On the last lap. Oh my fuck.
What does that mean, bro?
It means I win the championship.
Huh?
It means I win the championship.
Really?
That would be freaking out.
Hey, focus. Don't do anything. Just go. Don't get a slow down.
It's going to be a debut win in category as far as this season is concerned for Mark Sykes, Mr. Nxtgen himself.
No, Harry is also shaking. Harry is also shaking like he's happy for me. Not the fuck, bro. I don't want to win like that.
Last hour of this race. Oh, hang on a minute. No.
I can't believe it. I've always had bad luck in the last race.
Oh, you are joking.
Yeah, that was an omen of note. Jeez. It's equivalent to a blown motor, that.
Incident in second Ford chicane. Looks like
That's
it's
it.
Price.
That's going to be championship over for him.
Well, early in the season I had to quit because my lighty was crying, so.
Checker flag is waving.
And the last season no drop around Scoundrel, so whatever. Yeah, they reconnected. I can't fucking believe it, bro. I've never ever.
On the last lap, though. Shame.
On the last lap.
Let's do a parade lap.
P32. Okay, we're done.
I don't feel for a parade lap.
Stefan Wessels is going to come through in second place here, and a disconnection for
I'm
Ben
still in
McCluskey.
combat.
That's going to count as a DNF for Ben
Yeah,
McCluskey.
him and Phil are going in it big time.
He's falling down the order, as you can see there. But Stefan Wessels on the
I
final
don't
lap of
believe
this
that,
race
B2.
is going
I
to
don't
win the
believe that.
championship on the last lap. Through he comes, our champion of
He
gold
finished 6th and
category.
I finished
I
2nd. No, he
believe
might
so.
still have it. No, but people
Stefan
might overtake him.
Wessels wins.
I don't know.
Harry Langford comes through in third place, and
He
that
disconnected,
was
so
third
surely-
championship
Yeah, but
as
the
well,
other
I
gold guys
believe.
are 3 laps behind.
Oh.
If he takes the checker,
Can't believe what we've
oh no,
just
they're
seen.
they
I
overtaking
really
him now.
can't.
They're overtaking him now.
For once I'm speechless. Okay, well, we'll find out what's actually happened, what actually gone on. The sim racing disconnection is the sim racing equivalent of your engine failing in real life racing. It can happen, it does happen. but it's cruel. It is absolutely cruel for Ben McCluskey. Silver categories about to be concluded here. Matthew Shempton is going to head to the end of the lap here. He's going to win another endurance round. He's had a solid season. He's fought brilliantly all season, but it's not.
Alright, it's done.
He's done enough to win the race tonight.
And
Another win for
shot.
Shempton.
Sure, if we can get a... If it works out for us,
Phil
definitely
McDougall is going to bring it home in
CSA
second place
golds.
here. And
Yeah.
maybe third in the
And
championship.
silver
I'm
and
sure.
teams.
But behind him,
Yeah.
it's going to be our
Benji
champion
is
of
racing
silver
class 1,
category,
2,
Jeff
3,
DeCruz,
4, 5,
2 seasons
6,
ago,
7,
won the bronze category.
8,
2 seasons later, he's
9,
silver
10th
category
in class.
champion.
That means you got it. Sure.
Got it. I can't believe it, bro. I can't believe it.
How many seasons?
What's happening, eh?
How many seasons?
I don't think I've won gold before, eh?
No, you haven't won gold. Sure.
It's a bronze category,
Yeah, with the
and it's
Suns
going to be
three.
a fantastic breakthrough win for Mr. Nxtgen himself. Mark Sykes, the man who runs it all. Already celebrating down the straight there. He's done just enough to win this race with the incoming
Mark
Adam
Sykes
Wilson behind. Mark Sykes wins the race in bronze category and
Alright, I'm out of fuel.
now celebrating his championship. Adam Wilson Weir is the bronze category
Well done,
champion.
Bruce. Silver
Runner-up in
champion.
Well done, guys. Shot, man. Yeah, it's a close one at the end there.
Yeah.
Super close.
Oh, it's the drama, what happened?
Did you get home early from your birthday just to watch the end? What?
Very quiet.
Nah, I was at the supper, I'm watching with the live stream.
Is it?
I just got home now, not too long ago.
Yeah, okay.
I was standing here, I just heard, where's thing, McCluskey, is disconnected. I'm like, fuck yeah, bruh.
How does that happen?
That
eh?
means Stefan, you win, bruh.
That means Stefan's probably got it, yeah. And
Fuck yeah, and then on top of it, they probably gonna penalize, what's his name, Corey Price. I don't, did you see what he was doing on the street?
No.
Oh.
He's on the last chicane, he basically stopped, made a U-turn and then reversed. While this car's coming past, he reversed across the finish line.
That's the end
Give
of
it
the
then.
session.
Price.
I saw that.
What?
Nah, just at the end of the race, he won the race, he's fucking around. So he basically, before the finish line, made a U-turn, did a 34-point turn, and then reversed.
Yeah, but he still got the win.
Yeah, he got the win, but they'll probably penalize him for that.
Yes, he did all that and he still won.
Well, Stefan wasn't too far behind.
Yeah, he had the car and he had the free race, the whole race.
But that was now, like, if you think about it, this almost like levels out your Canada race,
Yeah.
where you had to hop off. So,
Stay with it just to see when it's happened.
good stuff, guys.
Discord's already
So,
blown up.
Jeff, well done. Stefan,
Thanks,
well
man.
done.
People talk
Thank you.
about,
Team TSA, well done.
It's not actually funny. I'm
Now,
not gonna
next year,
distance
I'm
Yeah.
gonna try, next season, I'll try and fight for the
I've
silver
never
champ.
seen anything like this in sim
Yeah, you
racing.
can do it.
You
for
must
sure.
go fight with Vessel Bay and McCluskey and Adam Watson Weir. Wilson Weir.
Weirdo.
I wonder where they're gonna put him.
I just need to go
Silver or
get
gold.
my back is kak terug and I'm gonna have to do an interview.
I want to
Nah, I must go milk it.
who killed me in
At some points.
I exited my thing already. What was the
At some point on this lap it happens.
How's Wes's race?
Okay, we are gonna
Oh
get
fuck,
interviews with the
I had a
race
good
winners.
start. But this mission R now you stay up post 30.
Huh?
did well. I mean, you
And
came off and you still managed to get a good. You did come off right somewhere. I did see you somewhere
Twice.
twice. Jeez, dude, you must have been
He's got
flying.
quite far around the lap.
And how's the pedals?
This
Nah,
is
just.
Malzahn.
Just. I managed to get I managed to go like I can get into the 359s. I just can't finish the laps. I was like a 4 dead. But very happy with that. Very happy. My previous PB was like a 402.
Nice.
So that was 359 without the slip.
Yeah, David
Nice.
Hill, Hungary in
I'm very happy with that.
1997 comes to mind as well. That's a good
But yeah,
shout,
well done,
Mark,
guys.
yes.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
watch the rest of the stream.
The biggest difference between myself and Benji is my zero, right? Was my zero counts
going to get
as
with our race
a.
winners first of all, and whilst we wait for the
But wouldn't these also count as a
No, you don't get a drop in the last round.
parties for the parties, bro?
No, you still won.
But how would you win then? If you got 0 points today and you got more points than him, how much points did you get? Where did you finish?
Today.
He's gonna get 0 points.
Take a look at our championship
Yeah,
standing.
but
What is your?
Oh no, Alan, man.
So without further
I'm
ado,
trying
these
to
are
see.
still provisional. There could be
I'm
points
okay.
in the gold category.
I was saying to Mark,
Ben
it's
McCluskey's
nice
been
to have a
classed as a
friend in
finisher
me.
here.
He is very fast.
With that being the case, and I think even without that,
But what
I
were you
think
on?
it still is.
He got 8 points.
No, it's not right.
I'm not sure how that's worked out. All right.
He could not have gotten the 8 points, and he can't get.
Has still won the
They
championship.
giving him
The
the.
last round doesn't count as a drop.
As he's classed as a finisher, which technically he wasn't. But he
So then,
scores
if he
top
still
spot
gets the
there
8
at
points,
moment.
so then they give him the 8 points.
Can't, because it's the last round there was a 24-point gap. So even
Yeah.
if they give him the 8 points, I still got more points.
Yeah, what was his point?
Just sorry,
By my
listen to the stream.
calculations. Yeah. I'm not too sure what's happened here. By my calculations, this isn't correct.
stream is-
We're going to have to go back to this one. But at the moment, we have got Ben McCluskey in first place.
The stream is not correct. They're busy sorting it out.
It's very confusing at the moment.
But yeah, like you say, you
Really
can't drop
dealt
the
with
last
this
seed.
before in
Yeah.
the past,
Said
to be
that.
honest, ladies and gentlemen. Let's just have another refresh here. See if
Or
we
who's going to slide with it like
Drop
that?
shouldn't, these drops shouldn't be
We're gonna move
minus
on
8.
from that. We'll come back to that very
Check this
shortly. But in the
line.
silver category, we can definitely confirm that Jeffrey Kruger is the silver category
Yeah, but this also
champion.
this also
He wins
applies
by
to
10
drop round for
points from
Snetterton.
Matthew
That's
Shevitzer.
where the problem is.
Third place is Phil McDougall,
It's
who
applying the
takes
drop
that
round
third
for the
spot from
wrong.
Matthew Addy, who loses out to that third spot by 5 points. And as we mentioned, with bronze categories already sewn up tonight, but look how.
But
close
where's
it
how
was
was that?
between second
Not where's Stefan? How did you knock
Adam
it,
Wilson
bruh?
wins at the top.
In that first
Robert Savage
into
in
the
second
left.
place, ties on points with
On the
Gabriel
first lap.
Constantino, and dropping to fourth place by just
Knock someone
1
on the
point
first lap.
is Jonathan
Yeah.
Berry. Winner of that
That's
race,
when. Oh,
Mark Fox,
not the first lap.
awarded with
Sorry,
fifth
I
place.
lie. That's when
And
did
in the teams
Benji have the
category,
accident?
it is CSA
Oh,
No,
at
that
the
was
stop.
lap
Steph
1T1.
Francis and Jeffrey Kruger,
Yeah.
who do take
You knocked
championship.
into. I think it was Langford or someone that
Yeah,
knocked
but I had
into.
a 0x.
Okay, we're going to come back to this very
Yeah, it was
shortly because
probably
I
like a
am
light
fairly
contact.
sure
But if you watch the stream, you knock either Langford or Langford's partner. I don't know who. It's just one of the two of them. And he knocked into Altria, and Altria then spun out in front of McCluskey.
So you're saying
Just watch
that
it again.
I might get a penalty. Can someone share a stream? Or come and look.
I think whose stream am I watching here
I
now?
just don't know how you can see. I don't know how you can.
You must go to lap
Gonna get
to
some
Stefan
answers
and
on the
then
gold
lap
category very
1.
shortly. I'm not entirely sure how it's going to end up working.
They say they're
We are
going to get
gonna
it
go
sorted
back
now.
to the start of this race on the replay here, and we're going
Okay,
to
where am I
chat
going?
to
Lap?
our race winners
1.
of this race.
But where is this now?
Go to me, lap
First
1.
of all, we are going to talk to
But,
Corey Price. Corey
we're
Price is
about
going to
lap
join
one.
us in the comms
The
box.
start
of the race.
Comms booth
Yeah.
right
There.
now.
Just watch this
Corey
or
Price,
watch it from
welcome
like a
back to the
helicopter or
comms booth. The
something.
last time we spoke to you was at Montreal, all them months ago, and we chat to you again.
It must be
tonight
like
as
high up,
another
man.
endurance race
And
win,
you
but
can
this one
see.
surely a lot. Well,
Just play it from
definitely is
Davis.
a lot more emphatic, actually. A brilliant gap there you opened up.
I was max on
Start
the
of
brekes,
race
eh? I was following
First of all,
Harry.
They like
Corey,
stop
just
dead
kind of
brakes here.
talk us through the first
You
part
knock
of that
this
race
guy
where
and he
your
knocks
gap
into
was
Altria.
hooking up.
You knock
What
him,
was-
he knocks
what was
Altria
it that
there.
was hooking up to make it so good for you?
I touched gas.
I've had
I don't know who it was,
same
but it's
issues
someone you knocked.
with
They
passing
knocked someone,
races
they knocked
around.
Altria, and Altria
I
spun.
don't think fuel saving is the best way around this track.
Here's a nice one. You
I
can
think
see it
fully
from here.
pushing
So I was
is the way to
following.
go. As you can see,
Bah, bah, bah.
case.
That's you have damage from there. You had damage on your left front. I don't know if you noticed.
Yeah. No, I noticed that.
Especially with the biggest track, one of the biggest tracks in this game.
So I might get a one-place position drop from that,
the way to
which
go,
would still
in
give
my
me 40
opinion.
points to.
So
I don't think they will
thought to
report this
myself,
because they can look at that
why
and
not
say that
fully push?
the
'Cause I've
guy
had
next to
a similar
Gaz turned
situation
into
to,
Gaz
like,
also.
Ben and,
Oh, there's a
I
lot
don't
going
know.
on here,
all
dude.
them people who feel safe.
I think that's just a
They had
racing
the
incident.
blocks in the last lap, and I think it's.
You didn't cause that,
I
bruh,
would say
to
it's
actually.
sad.
While
Look
we are
what's
watching
look
it,
what's going on here.
Yeah.
there's
not-
three there.
Fuck up
It's not-
already.
But
Without
you
you.
do
I don't
touch
know.
him. That's the thing.
It's a bit.
You just
hard,
lightly
really.
touch him, and it just looked like a knock-on
Sounds so
effect.
bad.
Yeah. Okay.
Sounds
So
so bad.
yeah.
I got
what
a
you're
0
saying is
X.
you've just
That's
gone
what she said.
hell for leather, really, at the start of the race, but others might have backed off and
Essentially,
just took their time a little
Yeah.
bit. But you know what, gambles sometimes.
But they were
pay
saying
off.
on the stream
What was
already
the difference
when
between
McCluskey
this race and
disconnected
Montreal? Obviously,
that
both
you
got
had
very well
already
in, but
won.
one,
Well, I was 20 points
one
behind.
has much
So
more
24
corners, much
points
shorter
behind,
straights,
which
but
is
the other
he
one
needs to
here
finish
we
5th and I
have
need to
today,
win.
much longer straights. What's been the biggest
So
difference?
if
here
I
that's
get 24
caused
points more than him, then
so
I
much
win.
difference in
Because the
strategy,
last
do you
race
reckon?
doesn't count as a drop.
The car, obviously the car. The Porsche is not the best around Le Mans. So I thought, what's the best like straight line?
But
to
what
the
are they
car?
saying on the
And I'll
stream
pick
now?
BMW.
After doing interviews,
And
they're going to come back to the
Interviewing
championship.
Price.
It worked pretty well, to be fair.
I just need to go get some water.
Absolutely did. Yeah, it's probably been the one race of the season where the BMW has really, really gone well. So let's just say, in a scenario where we've got GT3s next season.
Anyone else want to see anything else?
And
Check out bronze lap one.
part next season. Let's just say in a scenario like that, what would be your go-to car for next season, considering tonight and considering the rest of the season?
So
depends what the season's like, what tracks there are.
Like at the back, I've lost.
All the endurance races. If it's more
Lemans
like Le Mans type, I'll probably pick
This took
the
me up to like
BMW.
B6.
But
This whole fuck up.
if it's more technical, like you know, your short corners,
what
your
happened to that? Was that
tight corners, I'll probably pick the Porsche again. But like I said,
That three is all teammates there.
really to do with the next season.
Absolutely.
This
Now, let's
guy
just
lost it
bring
all
our
by
attention
himself.
to
Yeah,
the rest
all
of
by
the
himself.
season for yourself.
Yeah.
Picked up a
I'll be
winner
back
in
now.
endurance and another
been
winner in
Rooney.
endurance. But the sprints and
Just-
feature races with the ones you have
When you
didn't quite go to plan this
It's
season.
savage.
What is it about endurance races with you?
Well, most of the races I can't really
Oh, you
do
braked to
because
see
I don't have
because you
the
saw
time
what was
to do
happening
it.
when you lost it.
When I do have time, I do the races, and fortunately enough, I did do both.
He probably
endurance
just
races
brake
out
too
of
hard.
three
Yeah,
and won,
brake too hard while he was
And
turning.
which I'm quite happy
yeah,
about. But hopefully next season I'll be more
but you must take that clip there.
more
Put the
consistent.
Tokyo Drift sound
throughout
clip over
races
it for
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
Obviously, do more races and see where I finish next season.
Jeez.
That'd be
Whoa!
great. You clearly got the
Bit of
pace for it
avoiding
as
there.
well,
Yes.
so that'd be excellent.
Whoa!
Hitting the
Normally
needle
I
there.
ask people what about
Yo.
the next track, but there is
Who's
no
that
one
then?
up next
It's
time
you.
around. But
Oh, it's already me.
now's your opportunity, Corey, to anybody that might be watching the live
That's the only-
stream,
unless-
please
who's
give a
that?
Shout out to
I'm behind
anyone who
him.
might be watching. Anybody
Oh,
you
okay.
want
Yeah, I'd
to give
like-
a shout out to.
I mean, there's only
I'd like to
4
thank,
of us that are
Nxtgen for
driving
this
Porsches.
Yeah.
beautiful like,
Or
season.
5, actually.
It's been very entertaining. Obviously, I didn't do
But
most of the
can you
races
just go to,
this season, but I have watched a
Price's
bit
finish, please?
more
Let's see what
yeah.
shit he caught on at the end.
this
Because I came past, and I saw him
It's
at the
very
front. I was like, what the hell is this?
entertaining,
Like,
I'm always,
would
I
like
was,
to do
he
next
was actually
season.
lucky that he finished first.
Hopefully, the championship maybe.
Yeah. There we go. You heard it here first, everyone, from Corey. Excellent.
That's not Price.
Fantastic, Corey. Thank you.
There
Yo,
very
yo,
much
look
for
here,
taking
look
part
what
in
he's
this season.
doing.
Thank you very
Well,
much for
that's-
coming
He comes
to-
around the
coming
thing
and
here,
joining
he
us
does a
tonight, and
whole
congratulations on
thing.
your race win.
Bruh, and he had only 7 seconds, eh?
There we go. Corey Price, 2-time endurance race winner this season. He won at Montreal for round 3, and then round 6 of the championship was won by Ben McCluskey. However, we are going to switch now to our next interview of the night, which is going to be
What
our
a
silver
clown.
category race winner.
He wants to
Matt
go
Shenston.
around.
Now,
He
we've
wants
got
to
a
go
lot
past the
chat about tonight, Matt.
start finish.
But,
Get off the
welcome
lines
to the comms,
backwards,
Matt. You're
oh
an
my
endurance
God.
race
Bruh, they
winner,
should
so forget
disqualify
about
him
the
from this
championship
race,
for
bro.
now. let's just chat about the race because that was a.
I mean,
that was a huge race.
didn't they
Do you agree?
disqualify Davide last
I
week
mean,
from last week's
yeah,
race
I won an endurance race, so
for
I'm happy
not
about that. I've got a
adhering
win,
and causing a
sprint
collision
win,
with a
feature wins,
being
and
a
now
blue flag.
endurance. I'd
Right?
missed out.
How can you stop on the
last
middle
two,
of the
but
track
then
while you're
if I'm gonna
running?
win one,
Do a
it's gotta be Le
34-point turn and then
But,
reverse across the line while cars are coming
Yeah,
past
I
you.
mean, I knew I had a
Disqualify
chance
that
just
night.
that
Where did
thing.
Stefan finish second?
But if I didn't have a chance, I
Second.
wanted to win the race.
So he gets first place points.
It was.
If they do
But
that.
do you
I'll
not
be honest,
agree
it was a
that
get out my
that
way.
that
Like,
is
it
not
was a do
that
or
should
die,
not be
get out my
allowed?
way, I'm winning
Yeah,
this
shouldn't
race.
be allowed.
not,
So,
I think it's fucking
you
funny.
probably
It's
saw
like,
in the
it's like
on the
Carl
stream,
having
there
a
was
dick
funny,
on his-
a
on
few,
But I
his-
mean,
If he spun
imagine
out-
this.
hairy moves, but
No, he
if he
didn't spun
spun
out.
sort of
He,
No, but I'm
no, he
saying
didn't.
if he spun
I'm
out,
winning
man.
this. You ain't
Like
Oh.
he spun out
stopping me.
and he caught it and it
That's brilliant.
ended up
I love to
backwards and he
hear
just
that.
decided to reverse
But
from
yeah,
it.
yeah.
That's
we could
different.
absolutely
But
tell
this
that.
is-
But
this
he
is
Got
deliberately
choose at the
turned
same
around.
time. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
is that
okay.
just how you felt heading into tonight? It was just.
But now you can't report this, can you?
Screw it. I've got to go
you
for
can.
it, and you know.
Oh, okay.
first
Then
place is
everyone
the
should
very best I
report
can
it.
do here.
Then Stefan gets more points.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean,
it's
Stefan
gonna
should
secure-
actually
I
report
gen-
it.
like I say, it got to the point I was like, shall I run that old Dale
It's
livery
not like
out
it's gonna
to
He
the
should have
affect him
been
in the
given a
championship
black
or
flag
anything.
I
for
was
that.
like, do I dare
I'll
do
be
that
back now,
now?
going to the interim.
And
Oh, cool.
I didn't run it. I ran out, unfortunately. I was busy doing things, but delivery wasn't there, but the mentality was. So yeah, it was foot to the floor. I mean, luckily, the Mustang was actually a proper muscle car and blitzed everything and everyone in a straight line. So thancfully, you know,
Skitty
the car
bloody
actually
having
lives
to
up
do a
to its
drive-through,
reputation.
bro.
So,
Jeez,
but
like it, dude.
yeah, it was just a
What was that from,
bugger it.
though?
Let's just win it and see what happens.
Absolutely. I think we're about to watch one of your moves right now. You just got Matthew Addy on the inside, entering Indianapolis, and then I think heading
Probably not
into
serving
the
a-
next corner,
a
the
slowdown.
Arnold. You
Yeah,
just
oh,
plant it on the inside of the corner.
It,
From
what's
Paul, I
that
think
kind
that
of
is,
BM
and we just
Grevelier?
won't
Did he
let go.
win?
But yeah, that
Bronze
sums up the
today.
mentality you've had tonight.
No.
Or did they
Mark-
come
But
past
let's
him?
just look
Mark
back to the rest of
Sarkis
the
won.
championship. Second place is a
Oh.
fantastic achievement still, Matt. Let's not take anything away from that. It's been a fantastic
Sarkis,
battle all
and
season
then
between
Adam
yourself and Kruger.
Wasserman,
You've been inseparable.
Then Steve did.
But at what
Great
point this
racing,
season do you pinpoint the moment where
Fuck,
you
I
know
had
you
a
might look
caca.
back and think,
I didn't
I
really
wish
practice
I'd
much.
done something different
Also
there.
slow.
You know?
Snetterton. It's literally the first thing I
That
think
jar
of.
left repair
Nothing
and
on
everything
my
really,
end.
really
My
stuffed me up.
my throttle got stuck open. Had a massive pedal issue. So literally on the last lap, it just coming into the bridge
Well, that's
corner.
a wrap,
it just
boys.
stuck
That's
open. So I
whole
flew
season
across the
said and
grass
done.
and
And I think
I had
it's
to
probably
park on the
the
grass, turn the wheel off,
Yeah,
turn
that
it
was
back
a
on,
good
and then
one
get
for-
going. And
Well,
obviously we had some issues with Discord and iRacing that night, so there wasn't a feature to redeem anything. So I think it's definitely there. I mean, I also got reported for something rather trivial in my opinion, but anywho, yeah, that's probably the main one. I think maybe Algarve as well, because it was just a Porsche. I
Just
bought a